How about now?
Can
Oh
the
no,
picture be the face
I got
of
some
SpongeBob?
technical issues again, guys.
Fuck it.
No, just kidding.
Fuck
Go.
this session.
Let's play.
We're done. Go out drinking, Matt. I'm coming as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, are we ready, Rob?
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
Just turning
When last
my
we
many
left
fans
up-
off.
I'll kill you.
It's
I'll kill your whole goddamn
all
family.
the fans are off.
All right.
All of them.
When last we left our party...
So it's so warm outside at the moment. Fucking oh, so warm.
It's a bit toasty.
Oh god.
I could
No,
be
I swear to
sleepy
God.
right now. I could be with that dog. Instead, I'm here. It's hot. I could be with that dog. Instead, I'm here. It would be hot over there, but I would have a dog. Okay. After speaking to Istus and receiving a boon, the party opted to go shopping for potions and magic items. Risu got some gauntlets of ogre power and became a swole bird,
Yeah.
as opposed to a tiny bird. When you return to the temple, the captain of the guard, who is a woman named Lalthus Fablin, was waiting to question the party on the miner that they rescued on their way into the city, when Risu spotted and chased down a suspicious man. After catching up to him, she discovered that he was a part of the cult of Zernas, who Istus had tasked them with stopping. Before he could be questioned, he suddenly transformed into a monster in the middle of the city. The party killed the monster, but were then caught lying when asked to explain what the hell was going on. The party was promptly arrested and questioned, where the truth came out about their quest, and they agreed to help investigate the monsters, basically in exchange for their freedom. Meanwhile, Ott decided to sneak away rather than get arrested, quite reasonably, but was caught red-handed, transformed into a priest who he had knocked out and was hiding the body of. So now he's on the run until he can transform again the next day.
This is going to be a long day.
It is for you. So, I think to start the session off, we'll have it be with most of the party, because Rob, I guess you
Yeah,
want some time to
fucking
think
do.
about what you're doing.
Yeah, this is going to be a struggle, but
Think
please
about what
definitely.
you've done.
Think about what you've done.
Sorry, Papa.
Naughty boy. Okay, so we will start as the party emerges from the keep then. So just to, recap, you guys, you've all basically just been let go after some tense negotiations, most of which were non-canon, because of a certain someone,
Who's that?
not naming any Matthews.
I was, guys, what I'm saying is, not Paladins' lives matter, but
Okay. Paladin lives don't matter today. Okay. So you have all been let out. You've been, escorted to basically the front door, and they've just opened the door to allow you to see daylight again. As you step out, and I think as you get away from the keep and sort of onto the streets, Risu in particular, because you have high passive perception, you would pick up on this. But there are a pair of men who are both wearing two silver earrings on each ear, which I don't know specifically you have seen this, but this sort of wearing two concentric rings is a mark of one of the local thieves' guilds. And they appear to be discussing rumors in the city. Specifically, they appear to be discussing you guys. And it's something more along the lines of, that group of people who came in on the Argosy, I saw they got arrested earlier today. It had something to do with all those, monster sightings that have suddenly started happening today. And then the other one's like, yeah, I heard that it was them who brought the monsters into the city, they'd been smuggling them in.
Okay, and are they aware that I'm listening in?
I think you've got very good perception, so it's sort of like you can hear it without looking directly over at them.
Okay. Not good news. So I bet. I think I should probably let everyone know about that. It's like those guys were spreading some bad rumors about us. Might give us a bad reputation.
So who's spreading bad rumors about us, I ask?
The thieves.
Point them out to me.
Yeah, they're over there.
Okay, good.
Good.
Hey,
Check out the...
I walk over, I start cracking my knuckles. Like, I've heard there's some rumors going on around us. They wouldn't be bad rumors, would they? I'm obviously not in a mood.
Okay, one of them immediately bolts and tries to run away from you. The other one is just sort of doesn't really know how to react. It's like, look, I'm an information broker, man. All I do is I repeat what I've heard.
And let me tell you something that should be heard to everyone. We are not the ones bringing these monsters in. We are going to stop them. You tell that to everyone in the city now.
Oh, right, yeah. You guys say that you're working on stopping the monsters. Awesome. I'll take that under consideration from now on.
So I basically put an arm on his shoulder and say, "You will not just consider. You will follow through on this action."
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Okay. Where is it? Come on. Intimidation, please. Hi. Wow, fuck off. Why is it that on the one rolls I want to be good, I get something, but other ones I don't really care about, I get amazing rolls?
Okay.
I want to try.
Like he's still got his hands up. He's not like gonna immediately laugh you off, but like he looks up at the keep that you're like basically still right outside and is like, what are you gonna do here, man? Like, I've got your message, but it's basically just your word against my sources, so
I've done it in...
Wait, Sarah's
I'll
jumped
say
in
that
as
that's
well.
what you claim.
I wanted to intimidate him with my muscles.
With your muscles, what are you specifically gonna do to intimidate him?
Flex.
So I'll just like rest my wing on his shoulder and like give him a tight squeeze. Like,
Okay,
we ain't in any trouble.
Risu, make a strength check.
A what?
Make a strength check.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah,
I hope
so
I don't break
just-
his shoulder.
Gets a nat
Mhm.
20 and breaks his neck. Oh dear.
Well, no,
Which
it's gonna
is
be
strong player,
the
isn't
strength
it?
check is to see how well you control your new strength.
Oh,
not used to
okay.
oh
it
no,
yet.
this is not a good time to try it.
So it's
Did I-
just a D20
oh
plus
no, I've got
4.
the wrong button. Oh what?
D20 plus 4.
D20.
'Cause it's not a saving throw, it's just a check.
Damn, else that would have been really good.
Oh no, that's not it. Oh,
Nope,
God.
that's 4 D20s.
Okay.
Let's just do that and add
Nice.
more.
Let's
19.
just take that and add
Oh my god.
Just take it
We're
as a
just gonna add
19.
4 to that, we're gonna say you got 19.
Hey, it was the same anyway.
Okay.
It actually was.
Jesus Christ, guys.
This does not look good.
Okay, so yeah, you don't like crush his arm or anything, but you do like exert a little bit of force, and he's sort of like taken aback as this like basically 14-year-old kid walks up to him and almost like drags him down to like be his eye level, and you're just like, you're gonna tell people what we tell you. He's like, right, yeah, awesome, you guys not guilty. Can I go? Like, don't hurt me.
Surely that makes us seem like even more guilty.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not helping our cause, is it?
Well, I'm
Should I
not helping
give
our
him
cause
a
anyway,
piece
so I'm
for
sure
his
you can't do
troubles?
much worse.
Should I give him a silver piece for his troubles? Or how much?
Should you?
Yeah.
I'm just
Shall
going
I
to
run after him and intimidate him?
Shit unfold.
Sure. You give him a silver piece. It's awesome. Can I go?
Yeah. Buy yourself an apple.
Is that a threat? What?
Is that an apple a
What
day
that
keeps
mean?
the mean group away?
Keep the doctor away.
what the fuck?
Peace offering.
If no one else like says anything, he starts like just backing away slowly.
Yeah, we're a bunch of
So,
weirdos.
so guys, I've learned a lot of things in my past. I am like 60 odd now.
Mm-hmm.
Your intimidation checks really aren't working. We should probably stop threatening the locals of the military junta. We're basically have our lives currently being threatened by. So let's just peacefully find these monsters and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think now that this little encounter is over, what are you guys planning to do to investigate this situation?
Does anyone have detect magic or anything like that? We could go back to where we caught it and see if we can. Or is that not how it works?
Probably should have asked him
Yeah.
where he got the rumors from. Oops.
Quick, go after him.
Yeah, go out back after the guy.
Hey, do you want another
Right
apple?
behind him.
Is rumors are just going to be from all the local population?
Yeah, but he's also
Yeah.
going to start spreading rumors of we fucking are threatening people on the street.
That's not a rumor. That's true.
I think
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
already knows that.
I was going to say, I do not care if that is the case. I'll threaten anyone. At this point, I am not pleased about hearing that. And I'll punch a hole in anyone's face. And no, I don't have anything that I can detect magic with.
How would we find out? Where would it be?
It'll
probably
be
be
in
in
your
yes.
spell book, probably.
Spellbook. No,
It
I don't
wouldn't be
think
in,
I do.
it wouldn't be in my
Matt,
spell book.
I think I
Actually,
have it. Yeah, I do think I have it.
You
Is
have a
it?
couple of things. You have like divine sense, I think it's called.
Yeah,
or
I
you,
do.
I think have detect magic.
Give me a second.
One of them will be in your class page, and the other one will be in your spell book.
I have find steed.
That's a cool spell, man.
that will sort us out.
You just like summon a
Uh,
horse. It's awesome.
No. I can detect poison and disease and detect magic. Yeah, so and detect good and evil. So
Okay. Yeah. So I think divine sense does the same thing as detect good and evil. I think, but you'll have
Yeah.
to read the actual descriptions.
okay, let me read them for you.
So I think in the meantime, we're going to say you guys are heading back to Morolo's Enchantment Emporium then, where you fought this creature. And in the meantime, I am going to move the camera over to Ott.
Hell yeah.
Ott, where are you and what have you been doing? So it's probably, I don't know. So you like left the party right as they were leaving the Temple of Istus. You hid around there and like evaded capture for a little while, and then you knocked out a priest and stole his clothes and got caught red-handed, and then you were running away. So it's probably about the same time. It's been like a few hours. It's maybe noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You have escaped the immediate threat of the guards who had seen you. But I think we just resolved that with a roll. So, like, how did you escape them, and where are you now?
So there's a nationwide hunt against me, isn't there now?
There's a manhunt.
Yeah, an entire whole manhunt.
They're not specifically chasing after Ott, but they're saying, you know,
There's a
there is a
shapeshifter. at least.
shapeshifter. He looks like this at the minute. Get him.
Looks like a bald fat man. So I'm just picturing what's his name from Game of Thrones? The
spider.
No, the man.
The man. Yeah, the man. The guy.
man.
That
the
one guy.
bald fat man. Imp, not imp. Fucking. No penis.
Well, the Whisperer.
No. Oh my god, what's his name?
The guy who's like,
The
the spy.
No, not the spy. He's hand or not hand of the queen or king, but basically one of their servant people. Not kind of a servant, but
What the fuck? are you on
advisor.
I have no idea who the fuck you mean.
Advisor.
about? Yeah.
Bold fat
What's
advisor.
he look like?
Bond
I
fat.
know which one.
You mean Varys?
Varys,
The
yeah,
Varys,
Varys.
the spider, who we were saying.
Spider.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, you look like him.
Yeah, I'm just
But
picturing
you're
that.
dressed
So
in like brown priest's robes.
Wait, did you get any clothes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you stole
his.
them off the guy who
Okay,
knocked
I was
out.
gonna say, is it naked Varys running around?
naked Varys running around. It's a fully clothed Varys running around. So I take it. I've escaped the kind of Istus Temple sort of area. I'm probably in the Watcher's Market now, because I can't imagine I've travelled all that far. How easy is it to get between the walls between 9 and 5? What way to make a living?
You're gonna have to sneak through. So there are gates through, but you know they're like heavily fortified, like portcullises with guards. Or you'd have to get up on top of the walls and then scale down the other side. So like you'd have to actually do something to get through there.
Right, now could I get spotted if I tried to climb the walls?
You could get spotted.
And how fortified is going through?
You mean fighting your way through?
No, just sneak my way through. But if there's a nationwide manhunt for me, for Varys, then surely people would go, "Oh, that's the bloke. Capture him."
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, you're pretty good at stealth.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and scout out the area? Do you want to see if you can try and find a way through?
Yeah, scout it out. Right. What do we
Okay.
need to-
First of all, let's just what is your stealth bonus, Rob?
9.
So stupid high. So we're going to take your passive stealth, which is 19, okay? And that's just going to be like your social stealth of like being able to move through crowds unnoticed and that. And if you like specifically try and sneak, because I don't want to like constantly have you rolling stealth checks like every 10 seconds. So we're just going to take your passive stealth for that. And like if you're trying to specifically sneak past anyone, then I will have a thing. So I'm going to make some rolls first.
Oh dear.
Right, there are 2 guards on your route to the thing. I'm just going to make rolls. First one doesn't see you. Second one, also, you are able to just like sneak straight past them. Like you're a rogue, you are trained in stealth, like you have an expertise in it. Like you're able to get past 1 or 2 guards just fine.
Right.
Just like in crowds patrolling around. They are like asking around if anyone has seen you, but like they don't seem to have any leads at the minute. When you get to the gate, it's like a large, probably 15-foot tall portcullis. The walls are probably 20 feet tall. They're enormous. This is like a genuine, honest to God castle of a city. And they're like clearly there is like corridors and stuff that must be running through these walls, because the walls are like 10-15 feet thick. And there are probably 2 heavily armed guards stood on either side of the gate, so 4 in total, and the place is on lockdown. The gates are down because there are monsters in the city.
Okay. So it's not all my fault that it's on total lockdown, but it certainly helps.
No, you are like priority like 5.
Sweet. Okay.
Like you are one of a lot of monsters, and all you did was you knocked a guy out.
I steal his clothes and put him in his dumpster. Yeah. Right. I think probably getting into the housing district, because I was thinking the warehouse district. I don't know if there's really anything I can take from there. I'm just sort of scouting out the area because I still haven't fully planned really what I want to do to get out of this sticky situation.
Okay.
So I could knock out another person, take their clothes, and dress as someone else, but still be
Yes, but you still
as a
look
monk.
like Varys.
Still look like Varys, yeah.
You would have to find a way of disguising yourself through non-magical means,
Yeah.
Like a
or
pregnant
at least
woman.
without your ability.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like as soon as the sun rises the next day, you get your transformation back. That's the way I'm gonna run this.
It's just a case of leaving out the day. So actually, since I'm in the housing, actually I'm not in the housing district.
No, you're probably in area. You're probably where that blue dot is.
Yeah, probably where I put the dot. Yeah, so like part of me just wants to try and sleep out the night, get a extremely early night, and wait for everyone to come back.
Okay.
But
I mean, you'll need to find somewhere to lie low in that case.
yeah, so
Behind the door again.
I could hide in the door again. Should I go back to the temple?
Hide behind the door for a whole night.
Go back to the temple where the door is, where none of the guards are, of course.
Of course.
Never suspected.
Forehead.
They'll never suspect it. Exactly.
Smile.
Rob,
Yeah.
your train of thought just it really astounds me. I'm just
If only you had some allies in the city.
Oh shit! Yeah.
don't come running to us because we all look like
No,
fucking
no, no.
accomplices.
I've got some allies because I'm a sneaky bloke. There was a point there that was obvious. I should have figured that one out.
No, I'm not.
Please
I'm not
meet
telling
up
you
with
what
the
to
guy
do.
that we just threatened.
You're not telling me what to do, but you're certainly helping me not be so dumb. So within this district, there's loads of. Is it rogue then? There.
So, there's not so many in this district. It's more like this is a much more high class district. But you looking around, you can find people if you need to. They're
Right.
much less obvious here.
Okay.
Like they're not going around like greeting people and asking after jobs. But if you put out the signs,
I'm gonna go looking for them. Right. So I've got a message. Will that
Yeah.
work for that spell? Work for this as a kind of a broadcast? So is it kind of 1-to-1 sort of thing?
yes. So message is literally, I don't think it can be overheard. So I think if you find someone, then you
yeah.
will just be able to have a conversation with them through message, and it cannot be overheard. Like I think that's perfectly possible. Because it's
That's
literally
how
like
it
you
works, isn't
send
it?
them a
I thought
sentence and
yeah.
they're able to reply.
I thought it was a one-way thing.
It's a one-way thing as long as unless they have message themselves, and then they can.
No, they can reply.
Oh really? I swear
I
you.
never knew that. Yeah, I thought it was
okay.
one way.
Does it say in the actual spell book?
Right, I'm gonna read it. Do you want me to read it out loud or to myself? Oh dear, I'm bad at reading. Okay. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So they can
There we go.
reply.
Oh, okay.
There's more. Unless we read-
It's just like what blocks it. But if you're stood like within speaking distance of a dude just in the open or whatever with nothing blocking you, then yeah.
120-foot range. That's pretty darn good going.
So, I'm gonna have you make a check just to see if you can like fish someone out, like
Okay.
actually find someone. God, what check should I have you make for this? What even would it be? I'm tempted to say like investigation, I guess, or like a persuasion, maybe.
Yeah, investigation would make more sense. Where's my persuasion? My persuasion is way better. But
I'm gonna say investigation.
yeah, I agree
that
with
makes more
that,
sense.
despite the fact that the other one has nicer numbers. 23.
Yep, that's fine.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it's one of the gang who like wear concentric circles. Instead, this is like a gang who will wear like a coloured piece of ribbon somewhere on their like attire. Like they're wearing like a red polka dot. It's going to be like, I don't know, in fact, it's probably like a really old lady who's wearing like this polka dot, like, hair tie or whatever.
So the sort of
it's
woman
like-
who would work in a fish shop by
Yes.
the seaside.
Yeah.
Old lady
Exactly,
with a polka dot
and, like-
bandana. Yeah. Sweet.
She
What
probably
old
like
lady-
works
what-
at.
Can we stop? What old ladies work in fish shops fish
Right,
and chip
so
shops with bandanas on.
where I
on.
used to go on
Where
It's
are
not a
holiday.
you?
bandana. It's like a hair tie.
A hair tie.
I don't know
Like a
what you're
ribbon.
talking about. I like how you guys are like getting on the same wavelength. I don't know what you're on about.
It's fine. You don't need to know, Matt. You're not here.
Yeah.
Okay, I fucking give up.
This is perfect. It's just like an old crone, and she's probably working at like one of the stores. Like she doesn't own anything.
Does it sell fish?
But she's sure. Yeah, she sells fish.
Fantastic.
Because like that would probably be one of the main foods, like up in Sky Islands and that. Like, there's only so much livestock you can rear. Fishing is probably a big thing.
Yeah. The sky lakes,
Yeah.
sky oceans.
What does-
Yeah.
So would that mean they're fish or birds?
Both. They're magic fish. We've
Brilliant.
crossed this bridge already, Nick. Several sessions.
Water fish
back.
with
You gotta
wings.
catch
Oh,
up
no.
with the time.
I'm not paying enough attention.
Yeah.
Think of Treasure
Don't,
Planet. where
Nick,
they have,
don't,
like,
Nick.
9
Just
whales.
don't bother. Don't bother. Don't listen.
Treasure Planet.
I'll call them
It's not
birds
real.
if I want to.
It's full on
Birds,
Treasure
birds and
Planet.
chips, please.
You know, they do have potato.
Potato. How is it spelt? Is it spelt the normal way, or is it?
Poetay. Then toe is in the thing on your foot. Toe.
Fantastic.
So instead of chips, are there chi-yips?
No, it's just potato. It's a like very common
Jeez.
snack, and it's literally like mashed potato,
Is it?
well flavored.
Is she selling fish with 2 eyes?
Fish.
Fish.
Yeah, in fact, she speaks with like a really heavy accent. Hello, would you like to buy some fish?
What? She's Asian.
Yes.
God damn it! No racial
An old Asian
stereotyping.
lady.
Hey, Logan.
I'm going to be
I
honest.
know,
I'm joining Alex here. That did sound very, very racial. It
Like,
didn't
I
sound
know
like
I
that was-
stereotyped
was.
an old lady by the sea, but there's no.
Were you like grabbing your eyes back at the same time as saying that?
Oh
Okay.
God!
Really just to add
Fuck's
to it.
sake!
Christ.
Let me try that again then.
Right.
Less racial coding.
Less.
would you like to buy some fish?
How she
She's a
does
man
both.
now. What if it's?
What kind of
All right,
accent
all
was
right,
that?
Simon from the Obscast. How you doing?
She's old.
Yeah, but not that
Probably has
fucking
facial
old,
hair.
surely. The only kind of
Vocal
women
cords
who
don't
talk
work
like
so
that are
well.
like in their 90s.
She's in her 90s.
And working.
She's a-
149.
Fuck
She's an
is
80-year
this kind of
smoker.
society in
Wow.
which 90-year-old women have to wear. This is fucked up.
No one
Yeah, it is.
retires. There is no
What is
pension.
that? What is happening in the pension system here? Come on,
There's
guys.
one.
Right,
That's the main question, isn't it?
yeah, right, guys.
That should be
Stop-
what we're
stop fi-
investigating.
Stop finding the monsters. Let's go sort out the
We
society.
need to know
Guys,
how the
we live in a
pensions work.
society.
Going straight to
okay.
Istus Temple about this. Istus, God damn it! Your pension system is something else.
This all stem from a polka dot hat.
This kind of.
It wasn't a
amazing
hat, it
question.
was a bandana.
We live in a society. Jesus Christ.
This society is so messed up with its capitalism.
Yeah,
We-
what age is she
we
retiring
need
at?
to eat the
There
rich.
is no retirement age, guys.
Tory plans. This is Tory plans
No.
2035.
There's
Look at the
there's only-
pension age we pushed up.
Matt,
You
there's
can't
only,
retire.
God damn
Matt,
it!
there's only one reasonable thing we can do now. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
We just start bursting into random houses, eating people. Yeah, it sounds like a plan, guys.
Anyone who lives
Fucking
like
cat
well
people.
off.
Yeah, like, so you know how I brought the the story
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
line a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're eating
Yeah,
the
no,
rich
I get
next then.
this.
That's kind of.
Okay,
Where were we?
so what do you want to ask this layer? We'll say her name is Abela.
A baler, as in the thing that you sort out hay with. A baler.
No, spelled Ebela. Abela? Abela?
Sounds Latino
Bailiff.
to me.
God damn it. E B
I could
E
just
L
call her
A.
Abuela. Would you be happier
Umbrella.
then?
Umbrella.
We just go full
See.
Mexican old lady.
See.
God damn it, guys! Stop.
Right. Is this being
He's
streamed
got
on
them-
Twitch? They might take it to
Yes.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Yes,
get
it
banned.
is.
You'll
Logan,
be blocked.
I'm gonna get banned.
important-
for-
an
oh,
important
get
question is
racial
she
stereotyping.
serving,
It's fine,
she's
you don't
serving
have
fish
any
and
viewers.
chips in the newspaper?
No, she's serving paella in there.
Paella.
Paella.
Is that
Yeah, in a
paella?
fucking newspaper. On a single piece of newspaper roll. Just fucking like melts through, yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. What are you asking this woman, Rob?
Logan,
I
what is
don't
the
even
door
know
made out of?
anymore.
What type of wood is the door made out of? We've got to really
Fucking
get
kill me.
myself into the RP here.
It's made out of solid diamond.
I thought you were
Everything
gonna
in
say-
this whole city is made out of diamond. It's like, you know, you get those like exoplanets like in deep space somewhere that are just made entirely out of diamond. That's what.
So
this
basically,
island
are you
is.
trying to say the
It's all
pressure
diamond.
here? You're trying to say the pressure here is so much that we're just constantly being crushed into diamonds?
No, in fact, actually, it's because when the world ended last time, a massive wave of transmutation magic turned this normal chunk of rock into diamond.
So what?
That's
don't know.
canon now.
That's
This whole
canon.
island is diamond.
This
Sweet.
island is worth so much money that everyone here is rich.
Nope, because
That's
the
why
diamond
they don't
mineral-
have pensions.
Because there's so many
Yeah,
diamonds
that's-
everywhere.
That's
They're
a lot of
Does it-
people to eat,
A
guys.
dramatic imbalance in the economy system.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be feeling hungry for a while in this city.
No, because the diamonds are worthless. You can't eat diamonds.
I'm not talking about the diamonds.
Oh, you should try and sell some of those
You eat
diamonds.
the rich.
Eat the rich.
Oh,
Everyone
goodness.
is rich.
Okay, so that's non-canon. So what are you asking this woman, Rob?
I don't even know anymore. Right, so
Don't eat her.
Can I eat
Open
you,
up and take a
please?
bite. What do you taste like?
I heard
Oh,
you taste like
goodness.
potato.
Potato.
And paella.
And paella.
so Ebola, not Ebola, Ebola.
Oh God! I didn't realise she was African.
Oh god damn it. Ebola.
No,
Just
you
kinda
hear
like on
Bella.
Spanish. Why is she
I'm African now.
Oh.
I may have run into some trouble with perhaps the law or some other party.
She's like, yeah, I know.
Oh
They're
dear.
hunting down.
Yeah, oh shit. So I may need a small
Time to fucking run out there.
favour.
Rob.
No, it's fine. She's on my side, in theory. Is she on my side? Right, perception check.
That'd be insight.
Insight check. 10. Fuck.
She's like your best friend. You've known her your whole life.
God damn it.
No, you don't really know. You know that reasonably she doesn't like have any reason to protect you. But there is some honor among thieves.
Honor among thieves. Okay, perfect.
It'd have to be very profitable, and she'd have to decide you were a straight up bad guy before she sold you out. And as well, like if she just like was like, "Guards over here," she'd get investigated as well.
Okay. So, as you know, I've been into a running with the law enforcements due to a
Mhm.
situation I had with a monk, another monk.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. You gonna give me an explanation, Mr. Doppelganger?
Oh, she knows. Okay.
Well, like I heard shapeshifter. You know,
okay.
my guess is doppelganger. You're like a lot more reasonable than most of the monsters in this city.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. I flicker a 1 silver piece from my thumb.
Okay.
Ding.
So, okay.
Thank you.
So, what information you buying with this?
I'm not even trying to buy information. That was just a thank you.
So this whole message is happening like through message, so she doesn't need to speak in thieves' cant to you. She's literally just like saying what you need.
Oh, sweet. I just need some protection from and from the law, and
I should give you this. Why?
cause we're bros.
No, we're not. I've
We-
never met you before.
We're what was it? Thieves can't. No.
There's
Rogue.
only one thing she'd accept, Rob.
We're both. Oh no.
And it begins with S.
How does pension scheme? begin-
Scald.
A salary.
Salary. Don't get that much at a chip shop.
Look, I get you're
They're
in the
paying her in
business like
worthless
me,
diamonds.
but for all I know, you're a straight up fucking horrible murderer. You attacked a priest.
I attacked a priest to get out of being
Use your
chased
words
by the
carefully.
law enforcement, which
Oh,
unfortunately,
yes, frequently good people. Well, yeah, of course. I can trust that you're definitely not evil because you're getting chased by the guards.
so the guards
Yep.
only really want me because I ran away at the wrong moment. No, nothing other than that. You know, they were just investigating some other.
Just tell her the truth.
Some other
That's
happenings.
not
I
true.
am. They were investigating some other happenings.
Yeah, all the monsters. I got you.
Yeah, they were investigating that, and I don't like being, investigated, so I quickly darted out of there. And that's exactly what happened. And in the process, I tried to kidnap a monk, change into him, and well, here I am now, being chased
that's
by.
where we have our problem.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the
Make
problem.
a persuasion check just to see how sincere you sound.
Yeah, I don't sound very sincere, do I? Persuasion. 15.
I hope the monk wasn't her husband.
I,
What?
I'm gonna have to make a check. 16. So
Damn it.
she knows you're not like straight up lying to her, but like she also is like, this guy is not safe to just like keep around. He had like, she's been hearing these rumors that, you know, your group have something to do with these monsters. She knows you straight up are a monster as far as she's concerned. And Rob, I should remind you, because like you've possibly forgotten, you're not a doppelganger. You are a changeling. Doppelgangers are straight up monsters.
Oh, right. So I'm not a monster.
Mhm.
Yay.
You might want to convince her of that.
So, yeah, yes. So, Abella, by the way, I'm not a doppelganger, actually.
Yes, you are.
I'm a changeling.
That's not a thing. You're a doppelganger.
Fuck. Right. Is there any way I can prove that to her at all?
Is there any way you can prove that to her?
Like, well, I can't change on the spot. I'm pretty sure a doppelganger should be able to change whenever the hell he likes. No? I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Hang on. So first of all, there's Logan know this. Second of all, there's would she know that?
And would my character know that? So do you want me to roll a...
You would probably know that because changelings are descended from doppelgangers.
Okay.
So
I don't need to roll. Cool.
shape changer can use this action to pull him more into small. Yeah, it doesn't say that there's a limit to how much a doppelganger can actually change its shapeshift. So, yeah, you would know that doppelgangers can do it. I'm just going to make a check for her because that's a really obscure piece of information.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think she would have any reason to believe that there would be a limit on how much doppelgangers could change. Like, I think her knowledge probably extends to there's these monsters called doppelgangers. They can shapeshift. Sometimes they take work as, in fact, quite often they take work as assassins. And so, like, it wouldn't be weird that you are, you know, a rogue and you know thieves can't. And that's basically all she would know. It's just like, they can shapeshift. They are monsters. A lot of them are in the business.
So, yeah, I'm just going to say, well, if I were I don't think this is going to help me at all. If I were a doppelganger, then I'd be able to change my how I look here and now, and I would be able to just change into something else or someone else and get away from the armed guards without any troubles.
Okay, that's a genuinely good point. So, yeah, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Hell yeah. 20 and 21. 21, my friend.
Okay, yeah, she'll take that on board. So, Okay, so you're not a doppelganger,
Not at all.
but you are some sort of shapeshifter.
I'm only a changeling, whether or not you've heard of them.
I've never heard of that. That's not a thing.
Damn her ignorance. I feel offended. It's like
Shut
saying
up, you're not real.
it's
I'm
like saying
imagining you.
France doesn't exist, as much as the British want to deny it.
No, France exists. It's Danish that don't exist. Denmark does not exist.
Norway exists. I was there last week.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah. Love that country. It's cool. So yeah. So what? She believes it. So now, is there any chance that you will help me at all?
She's like, okay, so we've established you're not a doppelganger. There's an element of truth to the fact that you just didn't want to be arrested for not doing anything you perceive to be wrong, which I get it. I've been there. Am I going to stick my neck out for you? I mean, what are you going to give me in return?
Give her the dick.
What's your price? If I have to be so blunt about it, everyone has a worth, a cost. Now,
Okay, what do you need me to do?
And I believe yours is £300.
So I need protection from the guards. I need you to help me convince them that I'm not the bad person that they are after.
Why don't you just hide?
Rob,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you, one sec. I'm gonna give you some advice from Renee Descartes. Give her the dick.
God damn it!
No, why don't you just?
No,
ask her
she's
to hide
a
you?
90-year-old woman. Why the fuck would I do that?
Because
Yeah,
you're
you kill her.
She's humanoid. Yeah. She's
She's
humanoid.
probably a half elf, so she's elf equivalent of 90. She's 400.
Ask her to hide you. That's all you need to do. All
Can
you need
you-
to do is let her hide you under the desk, and then fall asleep, then wake up in the morning and shapeshift out of there.
That's the easy method. I'm sure there's a slightly funner method, but I think I'm just gonna stick with that. Right, Bella, I just need you to hide me within your compound facility here until tomorrow, where I can change my way out of here, not shapeshift, and nobody's the wiser.
Okay. How's about this? I tell you where you can find somewhere to hide.
Okay.
We never spoke. If anyone does find you, I have no idea who you are, and I have no idea how there.
Can I quickly roll for perception to make sure she's not
Insight.
Insight. Okay. 14.
I mean, with a 14, you're not immediately 100% sure either way. The conversation you've had up until now, she has basically established that you are potentially a threat, but there's clearly more to you than what she understands. It's what you seem to think this is more she wants to get you just out of her hair because you're a danger to her.
Right.
Whether that is, I'm just going to send him somewhere safe and he never bothers me again, or I'm going to send him to his death. You don't know. But...
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I can live with that. Sure. What does she want in return?
I'll take 30 gold.
Okay. 30
She
gold.
doesn't have 30 gold.
Yeah, I got loads of gold, just not loads. I've given away 30 gold. Okay.
Just going to give her 30 gold. Cool.
Yeah. No, I just want to be safe with it. I don't want to, because she's like, yeah, I'll take you to some place. If I try and barter with her, she'd be like, "Ooh, I don't trust this," or it's not worth the 30 gold I'm being given, or whatever the money.
Fair.
I'd rather call it straight line, call it a blade, and let's go get me some hidden corners.
So she gives you the address of a. It's like right on the border, in the shadow of the wall, between the Watchers Market and the Watchers District. At some point, it used to be a bakery, but like it's just
Now
sort of
it's
in a forgotten
chip shop.
Okay, it used to be a seaside chip shop in the middle of the city, as opposed to on the coast.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of in like a forgotten corner in the shadow of the wall, where like nobody's ever really bothered to start it up again after it went bust. So, unless it turns out to be like a secret criminal meeting place for all the assassins in the city, it seems to just be like a quiet place where you can lie low.
Right. Okay. Am I safe? Right. I'm gonna. Actually, before I go in, I just want to investigate. Is it the area?
Okay, yeah. What are you searching for?
Any traps? 21.
It's exactly the right check to make. The door is locked, but there doesn't appear to be like any sort of trap that will trigger when the door is unlocked.
Do you need me to roll to check for? Yeah. No. Sorry. No. Carry on.
No, sure. As well, like there doesn't seem to be any alarm system or anything like that. You're listening around. There doesn't seem to be any people around waiting for you. It's literally just this rundown old bakery with a locked door, and you probably wouldn't even need to use the door. Like the windows are smashed.
Okay. Are they completely smashed? Because I don't want to try and like climb in
There's
and
like
get
broken
all.
glass. Like
Don't get
it's more
sliced
like
them away.
there's holes in the window panes, but
It's
you
like-
could get through if you couldn't get through the door.
Because I got sleight
I
of
imagine
hand.
with your
and-
skill set, you can just unlock the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could just unlock the door.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand, is it?
Yeah, sleight of hand with your thieves' tools.
Okay, 12.
Yep, that'll be enough. It's not like there's nothing valuable hidden here. There's no sturdy lock on it. It's just this rusted old lock on a ruined building. Cool. So, I don't know if you have like a bedroll or anything, but you can probably like just. There's probably like some busted furniture, like chairs and such. You can at least rest, if not like in comfort, at least.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything. Don't think a net is particularly comfortable to lie on. Yeah, I'll just sit on
You
that
sure?
chair.
Sounds very comfortable to me.
All right. So, if that is where you're going to be, I'm going to start making some rolls.
Oh shit! No.
It's when they all burst through the door and they fucking decapitate you. Just you watch.
Oh dear. Oh shit.
Logan does not hold back on the rolls.
Apparently, I do. Just waiting for that nat 20.
Punched my mouse by mistake.
He's just gonna keep rolling till he gets a nat 20, and then it will happen.
No, okay, so during the manhunt, 4 people see your face and report it to the guards.
Fuck.
When the
What?
guards investigate, though, 3 of them turn up no leads, and 1 of them gets as far as a bailer, who then throws him off the scent.
Oh right, so my my roguey friend also. Well, they did some things to distract them, right?
Yeah, you paid her with no questions. You were
Yeah.
like, cool, no danger.
Hell yeah. That's a relief.
So, it will be. I think because you're not wandering around the city anymore, there's like not really any chance that anyone's going to see you.
Yeah.
You can take a long rest, which, in fact, yeah, you can take a long rest because you don't necessarily need to sleep for the long rest, I don't think, which is 8 hours. And I think at the end of that, you'll get your ability back.
Oh, sweet. Is there any way of tracking out on my character sheet whether or not I can use the ability or not?
Well, it's not even really that. It's like, it's just long rest isn't an ability. It's just a thing that you need to do every day. You need to sleep every day, otherwise you're gaining exhaustion and you don't recover spells and such.
I see. Yeah.
Because it's literally just like the goddamn D&D word for going to sleep for the night.
Napping.
I'm not going to spend 20 minutes looking up all now. For now, I'm going to say just like off the cuff of it. You don't need to necessarily sleep through the long rest if you're not tired. You can, however, just rest for 8 hours and like you'll take a nap in there at some point. But
yeah.
So yeah, you can do that, and then at the end of 8 hours, you'll be shapeshift. We'll come back to you in a little bit then.
Okay.
In the meantime, the rest of the party, you have headed to Morolo's enchantment in Port. The road outside is still torn up from your battle, especially Hyakin's lightning spells.
Sorry.
Like you just like, I think you like.
I love my
blasted
lightning
out a
spells. I
section
can't
of
help
building
it.
as well. Like you just like threw massive lightning bolts around, like a crazy sorcerer. What would you guys like to do now that you're here to investigate?
I do believe Matt was going to try and.
Yeah, I'll
them.
detect. I'll do detect good and evil first, if that's all right.
Okay. What does that do?
It basically tells you good and evil. Funnily enough, let me find the exact wording for you. For the duration, you know if there's something celestial, element, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know there is a place or object within 30 feet that's been magically consecrated or desecrated. And can penetrate most barriers. That's about it. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So, do a detect good and evil.
Okay. I'm just trying to read something. So yeah, if you cast detect good and evil, what the heck? Detect poison, disease, detect magic. Here we go. Detect evil. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. Okay. So, you immediately know that while there isn't any current beings of those descriptions within 30 feet of you, you are able to detect that this area was basically desecrated by an immense surge of energy, which seemed to come from an aberration, a being outside of this universe, and it appears to have literally just this immense surge of energy permeated the area, and that's what caused this transformation. You can also tell that there is no one here who is an aberration or celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
As well, I'd say that like you guys are allowed in because you're officially investigating this, but they've probably like cordoned off this whole area now. Like, I don't think they have like actual forensics experts, but they definitely have people like investigating the crime scene. If you had any questions you wanted to ask.
Can we ask the guards? Well, I'm going to go up and ask one of the guards, or investigators, or whatever they're doing, if they have any leads on other possible ones, whether it left anything we could trace, possibly. Anything like really obvious.
Wait, how do they feel about us? Do they think we're going to try and intimidate them like we've intimidated everyone else?
No, these guys aren't
Or
part
are
of the guild, so like they're not part of that information network.
So they don't know what we've already done. So we can go in there with a clear conscience, basically.
What they've been told is that you are basically freelancers who are investigating this case on behalf of the captain of the guard.
Okay.
Okay. Could we ask around about the person that turned into the monster? Like, if anyone knew him?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are the best witnesses, but there have
Shut
probably
up.
been other witnesses who were like able to at least give a description of them before this. And you gave and the captain of the guard was there, and there were guards there who were all able to give witnesses, give
Can I-
witness statements, and
Can I
get the
get
word out
Pot
what this
to
guy
do
looked
a
like.
sketch reference of what he looks like?
It looked like
So-
a cardboard box.
I think they're already in the process of investigating this guy by now. So what you would know is that he is a local. He's lived here, not for his whole life, but he's lived here for about a decade. He didn't have many friends in town, or many friends who were actually known acquaintances who lived in the city. But he was spotted probably 2 days ago now, meeting with a group of people in the Crossed Picks.
Do we know any of those individuals? Or do the guards know of any of those individuals?
All they knew is generic stuff, they were all wearing hooded robes. They were acting shady and suspicious, having some secret meeting in a dive bar.
Right, guys, I think that's our first fucking clue to go to this dive bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds
So we
like
should head
it.
over there.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's not the same barmaid that we kind of harassed.
No, that was in a different
Yeah.
town entirely.
Oh, good.
Unless she's moved town.
Yeah, she followed you guys.
It's
Oh,
like,
dear.
damn it, I thought
Hey, hello there.
I thought I'd escaped you guys.
Yeah,
Spent all
so,
that money moving to then get pranked.
apart from Ott, all of you guys are basically allowed free reign of the city. You guys are allowed. We're already allowed to travel through the walls because you're associated with the temple. Now you're allowed to travel without question because you're officially investigating something on behalf of the city. So, as well, guards will offer to come with you just in case you need something to be official. If you need to question someone.
I think we're intimidating enough.
Where are we
We
on
can
the
handle
map?
it. Yeah.
At the
Just so
minute
I
you're
can
at
picture where we
Morolo's
are.
Enchantment Emporium, you were
Oh, yeah.
going to go to the Crossed Picks next, is what you said.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the pub, scout it out there.
Yeah, you're going to go to the pub to scout it out. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna scout them out, you know.
My muscles will be my ID.
Well, to be fair, we can go in and then drink a load,
Yeah,
get
and your
friendly with the
ankles.
locals, see what they're saying. It's not a bad idea, guys. Thanks, Matt. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's go get
Good
friendly.
What's that?
It's
Fight the
probably a good
locals
idea-
while getting
good
drunk.
time to have odds so we can
Get
talk
drunk
to the
fight.
team.
Yes.
Wait. Was that? Did I hear that right? Fight the locals after we get drunk.
No, find out from the locals.
Fight
'cause
the
he's
locals.
drunk.
Right,
Oh,
that's
dear.
it. Let's start fighting.
No,
people.
he said eat the locals.
Oh, even better.
No,
Eat
this
the
is Core
locals.
District.
Eat the locals. Eat
Yeah.
the locals.
I think he said greet, not eat.
Oh,
Yeah, I did say greet
What?
the locals. Yeah, I'm not just going full cannibal, guys.
great or
Not
great?
yet.
It's fine. They're filthy knife eaters. Goddamn
Right.
elves.
Let's get on to it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've not got
Okay.
long left.
Yeah, let's go eat some locals.
So you guys head to the Crossed Picks. I mean, you were there the night before. It's where you were picked up by the Temple of Istus, and so the bartender will recognize you. It's like, oh, it's you guys again. Come on in. Can I sell you some more potato?
Yes.
Do you want a drink? What's up,
Ooh,
guys?
I'll have some potato.
You want some potato?
Can I do a speech check to see if I can get any? Do we know the name of this local, by the way?
The bartender.
No, the guy who fucking
The
mutated.
blue guy.
Sure. His name is Kolimar Zor.
So I'm going to just try and do a speech check to see if would it be charisma or speech to see if I can wriggle anything out of him.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. So just wait. Oh fuck.
Well, I'll key this for me, Matt.
So you wouldn't know anything about a local, would you? His
I
name
know
was.
a lot of locals.
Thank you.
Let him finish.
You wouldn't know why one by I can't remember his fucking name because it's stupid
Colin.
as fuck. Colin.
Colin. Yeah, his
Name like
name's Colin.
Apparently, he met with some other hooded people here not too long ago.
God
There
damn
you
it.
go. God damn it, I got 11.
Oh, yeah. I remember Colin. He's a quiet boy. He did meet with a bunch of people, some out of towners. I didn't recognize any of them. One of them was a pirate. He's
mention of a
not in
ship?
town.
Any mention of his ship name?
Yeah, the ship name was the Dorina.
Dorina.
But it's not docked here anymore. He left yesterday. No. He left the same night. He left the day before yesterday.
Do you know by any chance where he would have gone?
Okay, so I want you to understand. I have clients here we're not exactly a family establishment. I try to be friendly. I try to get along with everyone. I don't try to cause trouble or anything. But I have clients here who sometimes skirt the edge of the law. I know that this pirate does tends to attack ships in between here and Sky Meadow.
Can I, would this be persuasion? I basically want to say, I don't mind the type of clientele you have here, friend, but if you don't tell us, I'm pretty sure the law enforcement's going to come in here straight after we leave because they're watching us like hawks. And if they find out about it and we're not getting any information from you, this place I think will be shut down. So it's either tell me some more information now or I'm trying to help you.
It depends how you want this to come off. Do you want this to come off as I'm trying to help you, or is this a threat?
I'm trying to help you.
Okay, persuasion then.
Come on. Yes! Woo! Nat 20, baby.
All right, so sorry, he'll actually be able to give you a description of the pirate then, and he will more or less. Well,
Sorry.
I'm just going to say he more or less matches the description of the pirate you guys killed on your way in, who attacked your ship.
Okay.
The other 3 people who he met with were So the pirate was a dark elf. This guy Colin was a half elf, and the other 3 people were all full-blooded elves. They were a man named Cedric, a woman named Enid, and a man named, where is it? The hell? I'm just going to come up with a name, screw it. A man named...
Can he be called Bobbington?
Roger.
Okay, just Rog.
Yep. Cedric,
Right.
Enif, and Roger.
Okay. Do you know motives at all? Do you know? Were any of these guys particularly of a religious cult or something like that?
Funny you should mention cult, okay? Because here's the thing. Colin has always been a nobody lately. But, like, recently, he started becoming much, much more active. And he always referred to, like, his patron or, like, his boss. But, like, he always said it so reverently. It wasn't like, you know, like he joined a thieves guild or something. It was literally like he had found a new religion or something that he was worshipping. But like, I know he started taking on jobs for some of the guilds around here, and he started doing like well.
You don't by any chance know if he's got any family or specific friends we could contact?
I mean, Colin was a loser. He doesn't have any friends.
Ouch.
I know he, apart from literally no one really cared about him at all in this city until like these cult guys showed up, and he had a meeting with them, and then like goddamn, the next day he turns into a flipping monster on the streets. or 2 days later, he turns into a monster tree.
Don't
I know
worry,
he's
buddy.
born somewhere on the island. I don't know anything about.
Don't worry, buddy. You've been amazing. Do I have any money I could slip to him as a little thank you?
Sure. Do you have any money? How much do you want to give him?
I'll give him 2 gold pieces.
Sure. He pockets them. He'll pour you a drink on as well. Because you've been nice with him. You haven't pulled him over the table or anything and started threatening him.
Cool. Right.
Right.
I think
You've established a good working relationship with this guy.
See, guys, this is how we want to make people want to work with us.
Just don't drink too much and then beat him up.
Yeah.
He's gave you a free drink. Be careful.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Does anyone else have anything to say to this guy, or can we move on? Get out of here.
Could we? Does he know the location of where Colin lives? Perhaps we can investigate.
Good point,
it.
actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't perhaps happen to know where Colin lived, would you?
He lived in a communal housing unit in the suites, and he can give you an address and directions to where you can find him.
Okay,
That's fantastic. Thank you, dude. Can we at all tell the guards to keep an eye on this place? Not to sit there and arrest people, but to make sure that dude is okay. Because he's just ratted, man.
He's a snitch now.
He's a snitch if I've ever seen it. So.
Dirty, rotten snitch.
Yeah. So it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can get a message out, say, look, this guy, we want him protected.
Yeah. Cool.
Risu, again, with your perception, you're gonna hear the rumors have changed a little bit now. Now they're saying that you're threatening info brokers, you're claiming to be investigating things. People are clearly listening in on your interrogation, and it is obvious you are investigating this monster thing as though you weren't the cause of it.
Mm-hmm. Good. At least it's going the right way.
I mean, people are still oh yeah, no, he threatened Johnny. They said they were going to rip out his spine or something. Man, it was messed up.
See what we've done.
Hold on.
Tell me.
The bird in particular. Apparently, she's
Tell me
Wait,
this.
I'm going to go up to them and ask them. They think I could pull out a spine?
Look at the size of you.
You don't look like you could.
You don't look normal anymore.
No flex your
No,
muscles.
here's the thing, though. She doesn't actually have any muscles still. She's still just a bird. She has these magic gauntlets that, give her this phantom strength.
So, yeah. How could they believe that?
They would still see the magic gauntlets and be like,
Would they know?
got
Would
some
they
muscle
know what it
gloves?
means, though?
What?
I'm still a tiny bird.
They don't match the rest of your outfit. I'm just assuming that, bam, my muscle gloves.
Damn. I suppose we best leave them so we can just concentrate on our investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you guys headed next then?
To the communal area where Colin lives.
Yep. It is so it's not so much a slum, but it is smoggy Whitechapel, and this is a particularly poor part of the sweeps as well.
Hey, leave Whitechapel alone.
I mean Jack the Ripper Whitechapel.
Have I told you I live in London and I'm a rich banker?
Hey, I lived in East London, and Whitechapel was my neighbour.
Yeah. It's goddamn Industrial Revolution, smoggy Whitechapel, though. It's before it was all gentrified. So, it's sort of this, it's not a high-rise building, but it is this brick building, which is probably 3 floors. It's got no actual windows, it just has wooden boards across the windows. And a very battered door, which maybe locks on a good day.
Right, I guess we sneak in. Let's try not make too much fucking noise because people are...
You guys do stand out in a crowd.
Well, let's try not make too much of a fucking mess because I'm sure there's going to be people... Oh, does anyone want to make a perception check, see if there's anyone watching, any dodgy looking characters? because we are going to. If this is a place to ambush us, a tight little fucking area like we're going
Yeah,
in,
that's true.
Okay.
it's probably where they do it.
I mean,
could-
if we
I
all
think
roll one, then
I think-
there's more
yeah.
chance
Yeah,
of
not
us
bad.
spotting
We'll
something,
roll
isn't
a-
there?
Yeah, should we all? Yeah, let's all roll perception.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh shit!
I'm only going to take your first one on that.
Oh, oh no!
roll
Don't
right
take
one.
the first one.
Ooh,
No,
21.
no.
So there are very definitely eyes on you. I think because you had like 3 of you who got like 20 plus, you're able to tell some of these eyes do not look friendly. Like a lot of them are just like curious glances. A lot of them are like members of the thieves guilds who are just trying to dig up information on the new kids in town who seem to be causing all this stir. Some people who are straight up glaring at you.
Right, I've got to go actually, but my last thing is I'm gonna stand at the door, unsheath my weapon, and basically stand there on guard.
Okay, so
While
are
the
you
others
like
go to the
guarding the
door.
door?
Yeah.
Right,
I've got
cool.
I've got fucking heals for days, so I can tank them if I need to. Stop
All right.
anyone else going in. And then sorry, I know I'm future prepping. If anything does go down in there, just send my character in, and yeah, send. But yeah,
Okay.
sorry guys, the
I mean,
session's
like-
calling.
Yep, go for it, man.
Rude.
Right.
I'll text you if there's like
Ah.
anything massive. Otherwise,
Well,
I'll
I'll-
NPC things. But
Yeah, I'll watch the rest of Rob's one. If there's any things you want me specifically to
to know, I'll let you
make a
know.
decision on, do send a message because I will have my phone. So
Yeah, Matt,
Yep.
skip to 1 hour and 11 minutes.
just wait.
You're welcome.
There we go, sorted. Right. Thank you very much. See you guys.
Right.
Goodbye.
See you.
Sorry.
All right, cool.
Now his character's just frozen.
Yeah, his character
Frozen in
walks
time.
up to the door.
Just T-poses.
God damn it.
Okay. So like, as well, when he like draws his sword, like everyone's hand moves to weapons. Like no one draws a weapon, but everyone gets ready to draw a weapon. So there's probably like
Uh-oh.
it's a fairly busy street. There's probably like 10 or so people whose hands all move to like knives or short swords or like crossbows or something.
So do these guys all look like thieves, or
Are
they doing it defensively?
I think a lot of them make an insight check.
Okay. Pew! Damn it!
I'll make an
That's a
insight
natural
check as
one,
well,
isn't it?
in case.
Yeah, that's a natural one. These guys are about to kill you.
Oh.
They're all assassins. Like, you stop panicking.
So I checked as well, but I didn't roll very well. What is it with my roll? I go from amazing. What is it?
Yeah, so I don't think, like, you panic. I don't think you immediately, like, know, but you're like, these guys aren't my friends. Put it that way. And you see, like, Risu is panicking.
Do you want me to play for Matt in the meantime?
At the minute, I'm just going to, like, NPC him for, like, small stuff.
Oh,
but,
sure.
Like, if you guys want him to do anything, then, like, you can say, do this, and he'll do it.
Cool. I'm gonna calm
Matt.
Puppy down.
Punch yourself in the nuts.
You're not here.
Damn it.
Actually, yeah, Rob, you play Matt since you're not actually in the scene anyway.
Yay, thanks.
Oh yeah, you're not here with us, are you?
No. Busy setting off my own fires.
So you take the lead.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
taking the
what do
lead
you
now.
guys-
Good damn.
Well, you're the one at the door with his sword out. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay.
I don't think you should do anything here. I'm just. Doing
What's
what
the
Matt
actual lead up to
does.
this? Like, I got a little bit distracted. I was like in and out, but
Oh, thank you. That's
why
gonna
are
be
they
later.
holding swords at a door?
Okay, so the thing that has led up to this has basically just been your murder mystery investigation. You examined the crime scene. You found out, like, what's the last interesting thing that the culprit did was he had a meeting with some people here, and now you've gone to his home, and it's just like a dangerous looking place. So as a precaution, Jeremiah has gotten ready. for a fight if one breaks out.
So we're at this guy's house. Obviously, did he live with anyone? Find that out, or did he live alone?
Sorry, say that again, please, Alex.
So we're at the guy's house.
Breaking up.
Right? Did he? Sorry. So we're at the guy's house, right?
Yep.
Did we find out if he lived with anyone, or did he live alone?
It's like a communal house, we're told.
So do we need to
Right,
find
so-
a room number?
You don't know. Never been here.
Uh,
You were told he lives in this building.
is there a reception?
I was gonna say I
A
I
post
don't think
post
if I can
box?
find anything like that will say his name next to it, or if there's any
Okay.
like. that
So, are
usually-
you actually going to go in and investigate the building?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna check outside first off, like
Oh.
if there's anything on the door, like or on the wall next to the door, you know, like how there normally is.
Okay. There
I'd be
does
happy to
seem to
go
be
inside.
like an identifying number. It's going to be like 201 or something, but it literally just refers to the whole housing unit. It doesn't like say who lives here.
Right. Does it look like that? This, if I went into this, it would go into like a. It would not just be like someone's fucking house. It would just be like an.
It's more like a
Corridor.
crack den than a house, than like an apartment complex.
Right.
This
Okay.
is more like just a squat.
I knock on the door rather than try and enter to see if I get an answer first.
Okay. Yeah, this like bleary-eyed woman with like patchy silver hair opens the door. She's a half elf, and she like takes one look at you as like, whatever you're selling, I don't want it, and she just shuts the.
Can I react in time to try and hold the door and just say, well, I'm not here to sell anything?
Sure, you can put your foot in the door if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. She's not like slam the door hard enough to hurt you or anything, and you're like pretty goddamn tough anyway. She's not like a fighter in any way, shape, or form. She's like, all right, you're not here to sell anything. Get your foot out the door. I don't want to talk to you. Get lost.
Do you know Colin?
I was gonna say, yeah,
Be straight to the point.
yeah. I just asked, do you know of a man named Colin?
Yeah, he lives here. Why?
We'd like to see if we'd like to. We're acquaintances of his. To apartment.
He does not have acquaintances. Like, no one cares about him. He's a loser. Who the hell are you?
So I just look at it and go, all right, fine. We're here in an investigation. Colin decided to delve into some weird dark art shit.
Are you guards?
We're with the
You
guards.
legally have to tell me if you're trapped.
We're with the guards. We're working with them. We are not part of the guards.
But you're not a cop.
No.
Because if it isn't, okay, you haven't read me my rights. You can't take me to court on anything I tell you.
That's fine.
You haven't got. I haven't
Someone's a
seen
bit
warrant.
paranoid.
Yeah, it's
We
like
don't care
listen.
about you. We just
I
want
plead the
Colin.
fifth.
I was gonna say we're here
Yeah.
we're here for Colin and his plate and where he's staying, not you or anyone else in here.
You're not going to court or anything.
Yeah, I don't even care who you are.
I don't think there is a court here, guys. Don't get me arrested, seriously. Okay, she's like, all right, look, if you're not here for like, if you're just here for that idiot, one, he's not here. I don't know where he is. I don't care where he is.
Yeah, he's dead. Let's put it that way.
All right, probably should have led with that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty important point to bring up.
Guess he doesn't live here anymore. I've got a vacant room if you guys want one.
Just make
Yeah,
I'm not
perfect.
here to- Vacant room. Can I see the vacant room first?
Sure you
Or-
can, if you can open the door, because like he installed like, so we don't have locks on the doors, but like I don't really care what they do, but he did install a bolt on the door, so like I can't go in and snoop on whatever, you know, weird sacrificing chickens or some stupid shit that he's doing.
Oh right, okay. That's
okay,
fine.
lady. Show us the room.
Yeah, show us the room.
Sure, like, and she like leads you upstairs, and his room is on the 2nd floor.
Can we report her for obstructing justice?
Are you whispering that to me?
Yes.
It's like
Street justice, kill her now.
I was gonna say, I was like, my kind of justice is a bit different. If they have in this place, it would be killing her. So say no.
Eat the poor.
Eat
Eat
the
the poor.
Oh, bloody hell.
Just eat people.
So like this place has clearly just like never really been cleaned properly. Like they pick up rubbish, but it's just like dusty and smoggy and like not pleasant.
I actually tell that to the woman and say, Christ, I lived in a jungle most of my life and it was cleaner than this place.
All right, fucking rude. I don't come into your house. And,
I don't
like,
have a house, for God's sake.
That's
Wow.
the point.
Well, then I guess you don't have a fucking place to judge,
So you-
do you? You
So
sleep
you're
out
saying
on the
not having a
streets.
house is better than this place?
Yeah, literally.
All right.
I
Judge
think you're
you.
digging yourself a hole.
I don't think I do want to rent this place to you anymore.
That's
I'm
fine.
not
I
even a
wanted it in the
landlady.
first place, but I've still got to look at the place. I'm here now.
All right.
I'm just in the background face palming, like, why? Why does he do this?
Would it kill you to broom?
Look,
Do you want me to buy you some polish? I'm quite rich.
I have lumbago. I literally can't die. It's a very serious condition. It's, I'm allergic to broom bristles.
Lazy.
That's- I was just gonna say, I think what you actually suffer from is idolitis, but you know,
Yeah, that's the name for allergic to broom bristles.
yeah.
You've
Sure
heard
it
of it.
is.
A name for it?
Well, otherwise it's like really awkward to keep saying it, but I still have to say it anyway because no one's ever heard of it. Anyway, this is the door. Stop talking to me.
All right, go away then, bitch.
It's the last door at the end of the corridor in the corner of the building on the
Oh.
middle of 3 floors.
Investigation check.
I was just gonna say, can we make an investigation check to see if there's any traps?
Yep, you checking for traps. Investigation.
Please, for the. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hold
Rob,
on,
do you
I'll
have
it as well.
access to Jeremiah's character sheet?
I don't think. Hang on.
Oh, wait, I thought he was.
Oh,
still
oh, no, I don't.
Guarding the door.
I will.
Investigation.
Yeah, can someone at least roll higher than me?
Oh, slightly.
That's
Like-
still not high enough.
You should be able to open it now,
Three
Rob.
idiots.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Like, yep, that's a door.
Sorry, rolling
There's
investigation.
nothing wrong here.
Yeah, so like,
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
for fuck's sake.
Wait,
Sorry.
Logan, don't I have something that can help people roll higher or something like that?
you
Inspiration.
have something that can help people roll. You have
Is it?
inspiration, which can let you re-roll something.
If you have inspiration, that is.
I think you have it.
Wait.
So
be on
core
your core
stats
stats.
page, there's
Yeah,
literally like an
please.
inspiration yes or no tick box.
What's bend block? Is that something like that? I remember you saying
Oh.
something could help someone.
Yes.
they roll a low
that is
number.
probably a class thing. So, what is it? It's on your class tab.
Where is it? I remember you telling me before. Yeah, class tab. Row 6, bend block,
And look.
twist fate using wild magic.
So, makes
Oh,
an
is it
attack
already
roll,
when
an
you're
ability
attacking?
check, or a saving throw.
Oh.
You can use your reaction to spend 2 sorcery points to roll 1d4 and add that to the thing.
Oh, why is every time so noisy?
I don't think that will make much of a difference.
1d4.
So basically, you can max it up to a 12. I don't think that will be,
Camel.
make much.
Alternatively, if you have inspiration, re-roll your thing.
I don't think we have any of us have it, do we?
Do you? It's on your core stats page.
I don't.
Of
I know
what?
that.
Reroll?
So go to core stats.
No.
Are you on the core stats page, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not updated for me for some reason. That's weird. So,
Yeah, I want it, yeah.
yeah, it says inspiration no, so you don't have someone else might.
No, I don't think any of us do. I don't think you've given it out to anyone.
What are you looking for?
Okay. Inspiration. Just check if you have it.
I do, but Matt's character doesn't.
Yeah, I'd say it's the player. You have inspiration.
Okay.
if you want to reroll.
That's being a bit.
Uh,
I don't know, because the thing is, inspiration is supposed to be a reward for the player. It's like if they do something good, they get inspiration. So
don't even remember what I did.
even
to get
so, I
inspiration.
probably would have given Matt inspiration. He's done a really good job on like the murder mystery stuff today.
Yay. Matt's got inspiration. Right, I'm going to re-roll for Matt.
Okay.
There you go. Skills, investigation. 9. Yay!
You all look at this door and you say, "Yep, that's a door. If only the guy who could check for traps was here."
He's off out in the distance, doing his own thing.
Having a nap.
Having a nap.
Why do you have to do that? Dumbass.
I'd say over the course of like all the rumors you've heard one of your guys is a doppelganger who attacked a priest. So you're like, he's off being a fucking idiot.
As per the usual.
That Jebend. Can't believe him. Man.
I'm like, well,
What do you guys
it's
want
the
to do?
door.
You know it's
it's
locked.
locked.
You have no
I-
idea how to check if it's trapped, I think is the problem.
Right, everyone stand back.
You
I'm
know,
going to do a mat.
You're going to
You
break it
gonna do a
open?
mat?
Everyone stand back, I'm gonna do a
was gonna
mat.
say, I have good.
Can I do
sleight of
detect
hand.
magic on it, actually?
Yes.
Sweet. What do I need to roll?
So it's a spell, so you literally just cast detect magic, I think.
Cast spell. There you go.
Hang on just
Thank
one
you.
second. So I need to. He has cast thingy one time, so I need to like track his spell slot. Sorry, so he's used up a first level spell, and detect magic is also first level. So he's now used up 2 first level spell slots. There we go. And I need to look up exactly what detect magic does. But I
Man,
can
Matt
tell
has
you,
got
you're going to
so many
detect some
spells.
goddamn magic.
There we go. Here we go, fellas.
There's some goddamn magic at work here, guys.
Ooh boy.
Cool. Is
Okay,
there a
for
window
the
in this?
duration- There are what used to be windows, but they're all boarded up. There's no glass in them. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. You can learn about its school of magic, if any. So, you are able to tell there is definitely a magic spell on the door. You can tell it's evocation magic, which is like destruction magic, basically. It's elemental destruction magic
So it'll explode.
cast on the door. And there is, as well, you'd probably be able to, like, sort of, because he's already familiar with, like, the feeling of this, like, aberrant energy from when he detected the transformation. It's very similar to that, but much, much weaker. So it's clearly come from the same source. But what you get, I think, with like your or Jeremiah's limited knowledge of such things is this door is rigged to blow if you try and break it open.
Wait, are
But
all of his
to
spells level?
unlock-
Man, he's got so many spells. What is this?
Yeah. With paladins, what they do is they get all of their spells from the level they are, but they have to prepare each one like every day.
Yeah, so they can only it's only the ones which say prepared in the top left corner of the spell that you can actually use.
Oh, okay, right.
And you can, and that's what you have set for the day. You can't change it throughout the day. When the day ends, you can then go and change them, like the next day. that's-
detect
that's
magic.
why-
Sorry, detect magic is not prepared.
Oh, okay.
I think it's worth me saying.
Okay, in future you won't be able to use that then. Like, I can't take back, I've already told you.
I was gonna say we already know this.
It'd be really metagamey if I tried to, like, have you guys not know this. So, like, yeah, you guys know the door's rigged.
So
Sorry, I wasn't
I was-
aware of that.
It's fine. It's not your character, you
Wait.
wouldn't need to.
I just need to know. So it's rigged to go off if the door is broken open. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
But not if it's unlocked and then
Yes.
opened.
Yes.
Okay.
But do we know if it needs a
It's
key
a
or
one
whether...
sec. Is it a sleight of hand check to try and unlock a door?
I think you're not proficient in like thieves' tools, and you don't have thieves' tools. So I'll be nice and say you can add your dexterity modifier, and that's it. But you have to have something that you're going to try and do this with.
I am sleight of hand. I do have proficiency in sleight of hand anyway.
But it's not sleight of hand that's used to unlock stuff. Normally, it's you have to be proficient in thieves' tools. That's why rogues are good at it.
Yeah.
You have to have a tool that you are going to use to try and unlock this. So you have to tell me what you're going to try and do to unlock it.
So we have, what's it look like? Or how is it look exactly?
So it is a battered wooden door which is barely held onto its hinges. It is literally just like screwed into the crumbling mortar of the wall, like it was clearly retrofitted on afterwards.
Right.
You can see probably underneath and like the cracks around the door, you can see there is like a faint bluish purple glow, and there is like a break in the light where there's like a small like bar or lock that is blocking the door on the other side.
Okay. How large is this opening?
I don't know.
Like how thick would you say?
Half a centimeter.
Half a centimeter. Okay. Because I have some woodworking tools.
Yes, you do.
I was hoping
Probably
I'd
get a chisel through there.
A chisel through the gap.
Yep.
And then to try and either is it a slide or is it one that you lift up?
It's a slide.
Okay. So then I tried to use the chisel to slide it open.
Okay. Just roll a d20 plus your dex.
Okay, one sec. It's a good thing my dex is my highest stat. Second.
I really like this. I'm really impressed by this.
What, you mean my improvisation?
Yeah, I'm really happy you guys have done something
Oh,
smart.
so got 20, get
Hey.
All right, so
Nice.
the room is like dead silent. I think everyone else is like backed up, like all the way to the end of the corridor.
I'm standing there holding my shield
lady
of
is
faith.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm holding my shield of faith.
Shield of faith is a spell.
Damn it. Okay.
So, I think like you could hear a pin drop at the minute as you're hearing like Yoli has got like she's like biting her tongue as you like slowly like a millimeter at a time you this bolt back, and eventually like it gets to the point where like the bolt almost gets stuck on the end, like very edge of the lock, and you like really have to jimmy it, and you're like really worried that you're going to set off this trap any second now, and then the door just swings open and the spell does not go off.
I just turn around with my chisel in my hand, spinning it around in my hand, saying, "See, easy. Who needs actual thieves' tools?"
We'll see what Ott says about that then.
Okay. You are now able to see into the room, and it's weird, guys. It's permeated by this like bluish purple glow, but there is no distinct source of it. And like you can see where from the outside you were able to see like the windows were boarded up. Instead, there's this beautiful stained glass window that like it's just depicting like 1,000 eyes.
Well, that's not disturbing.
What you gonna do, guys?
Don't look at the eyes.
Yeah.
Is it sort of like Medusa?
I know. I do another investigation check to find if there's any traps inside the room.
Yeah, we should probably do another check. It doesn't sound like a very safe place, does it?
Okay, so I will tell you that investigation would not have found that trap in the first place because it was magical.
Oh, right, okay.
It would be Arcana to try and find like magic or recall the sort of magic.
Arcana, I'm pretty certain a certain sorcerer in our team would be able to surely be proficient in that kind of thing, right? There he is.
Hey.
Also, I'm going to say for the sake of simplicity,
I know you're going to say there's nothing there
been
anyway.
with you, and he's been chilling at like the keep because I forgot about him, guys.
Oh,
What?
okay, yeah, that's
Again?
fine. That's fine. I don't think that's. I don't think that's. I think it's safer for him to do that.
Yeah, he's not a fighter, so like, if that thing had exploded, it would have blown him up.
Who's this?
Oh no.
Virtue,
Ah,
your tiefling friend.
Our second
Who isn't
tiefling friend.
Hierarchan. Yeah,
Get it right.
your other tiefling nerd.
The second class tiefling friend.
Okay, yeah. So, with a 21 in Arcana, and as well,
We don't need him.
like, you're like pretty well attuned to magic. You can feel there is some sort of divination magic which is watching this room, and like it can't see you at the minute. It can only see what is in the room. You can tell that it is like it's coming from that stained glass window. Like that's the source of it. You can't detect any other traps on the room, at least no magical ones.
Okay.
But as well, you're able to tell magic is real screwy in here. Like if you tried to cast spells, there's already a chance that you get like wild magic surges. That chance is going to be much higher if
oh,
you
neat.
cast spells in this room.
And isn't multi-dimensional magic his forte?
Yep.
Yep.
For him, it's like planes, though. It's like traveling between worlds. This is more just like the laws of physics are a little bit broken.
Something's just gone a bit weird.
Yeah.
So, am I able to like throw one of my darts at the stained glass window to try and smash it, to try and get rid of the weird, funky magic?
But would you
wanna
know
try?
that it would say? Because that would alert it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either that or we walk into this room and it knows we're here anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the only reason it can't see us is because we're standing at the door.
You haven't
And
stepped into the
it
room
just
yet.
can't see that far yet.
It can only
Can-
observe the room.
Is it
What
only
about if one of us
magic
just
that's...
put our hand or foot through and see if anything happens? Just
I-
quickly, just to
I-
see if...
I have something I can throw in
Or
there.
throw something into
Brilliant.
the room,
That's
yeah.
what I was going to
I got a
do.
smoke bottle.
You sold it, I think.
Oh, did I have it and got rid of it?
I think
Nah,
you
Matt's basically
sold
got
it
nothing.
for the swole gauntlets.
Oh, worth it.
Fair.
I'm not going to abuse Matt's character too much. I'm just looking through his inventory for things I can throw in.
Mhm.
Like I said, I can throw a dart at the stained glass window if that's possible. Logan. Is that possible from my position
Sure.
outside the room?
Like you can see clearly the stained glass window across the room for you. It's only like 20 feet. You can make that throw easy.
Oh, right.
Did someone sneak in and pull the curtains down?
Guys, there you go then. If I throw this dart, it might shatter and then get rid of the weird funky magic.
But what if that explodes the room?
Is
Is
well,
that a risk you're
I was
willing
gonna
to
say,
take?
Hyakin, could you tell if that was something with your 21 Arcana?
Yeah, will I be able to tell what the magic will do then? If we do manage to smash that window.
There isn't any pre-prepared magic spell that is like if this happens, this triggers.
Okay.
But the room is being watched.
Yeah.
So
So,
someone else,
you want me to-
somewhere else might know that we've gone in there and destroyed it.
Well, they'll know it's destroyed. They won't know who destroyed it, surely.
They might do. Don't know how the magic works.
I think they'd know who it was if they can see it.
Do you want me to just to throw my dart at it then, guys? Like, I'm willing to just throw a dart at it anyway.
I think bad things might happen, but Solid do it anyway.
I'm going to run back. I'm going to run back to the other end of the corridor first.
Can
Okay.
wait, that
I'm
That
just like, you're
shield
all
spell.
a bunch of wimps.
Yes. Shield of Faith.
Feel of Faith.
What
Is
that does is it makes your armor class 2 higher. Or it makes
But
the armor
remember,
class
if you use a spell around here, it's might be not work
Yeah.
properly or something, won't it?
Yeah.
So you might end up blowing yourself up.
Right, can we use do potions class? They don't class as spells, do they?
No, it's medicine. That's as
True.
well. It is magical, but it's not the same way.
It's not cast magic. It's prepared magic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A potion would probably not cause a wild magic surge.
Yeah. Well, not that Matt has any of the stuff, but sure.
Can we see if there's anything that we can aim for to get out? If it was to explode or anything, would we be able to prioritize an item, perhaps?
Can we jump out the window?
The big stained glass window.
Not
through
that way. Is there a fire escape in the building? In that
In the
corridor we came through?
I don't think that they would like have a fire escape here. I think like there's rotten wooden boards which could be broken on all of the other windows. It's just the window in this room is that creepy stained glass window.
To the window.
And it's enormous, guys.
This
like,
window
it
has
dominates
eyes.
the whole wall. It is a stained glass window depicting 1,000 eyes.
We
Right.
throw the potion on the window so it can't see the eyes.
What potion are you going to throw on it?
Acid.
Okay. You're going to throw acid at the window?
We haven't got any.
Pee at the window. You're really good at aiming.
Yeah.
Just walk into the room and pee on the window.
Why not poop on it? Bird poop's
I
the
mean,
worst.
you're a bird, so it's the same thing, right?
Ouch.
Yeah, but you'd have to fly in there first, and then they would see you.
Nah, you see how powerful bird poops are.
You're just going to propel it like a cannon.
Just turn around and
20 feet.
projectile poop.
It's not a 20 foot. It's probably only like a 10-foot wide room. It's small. It's just a bedroom.
So, guys, do you want me to throw a dart at this window?
You're dying to throw that dart.
Go for it. Oh, oops.
Yes. Okay, then.
Go on then.
I throw one of my darts at the window.
Make an attack roll.
God, I hope I roll high. Well, yes.
You're going to bounce it off the
21.
wall and it'll hit you
That's
in
a
the face.
21.
Yeah.
I'm not missing with that, surely.
22. So, the dart impacts the window. There is... You see the dart impact the window, break the window slightly, like it just pierces into it, and there is a crack. The dart stops and drops, and the window is slightly cracked. And you can tell, Hyarkin, you can tell the magic in this room just got a lot stronger, and
angrier.
and you can feel the range of this divination magic starting to extend down the corridor. It can't see you yet, but it will soon.
I'm like, huh? That didn't crack. One sec, let me do it again.
I'm running out of there. I'm back down the stairs, back out the front of the building.
You're leaving the building.
I'm
Wait,
leaving the
you're
building.
not even going to tell me this.
I'm like, guys, run! I can feel it coming closer.
I'm like,
Something
what?
bad's gonna happen.
But we need proof, evidence. We need to go in the room.
Okay, you guys go do that. I'll wait outside.
Thanks.
So, wait, am I not throwing another dart then, or what?
What are you doing? I'm going to say you got 10 seconds to decide.
Throw more darts.
9,
A handful.
8,
Handful.
7,
I'm just gonna go. Oh, fuck it! It
6,
didn't break. I'm walking in.
5. Okay, you all leave the area.
Oh,
What?
Or, well, do you? Sorry.
I said
You
no.
not
I
say-
said I'm walking in. Did you not?
Oh,
hear me?
you walk straight in. Oh, I heard walk out. Okay.
I'm shouting from downstairs.
Oh,
You're
dear.
a madman! Don't do it.
Oh dear.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
You're the one who heard this voice before, actually. So, Hyarkin, you feel the magic begin to fade. This intense focus begin to fade. And then, at least on the divination, and then you feel the magic begin to surge again. As Yolya, you hear this deep, booming voice seeming to come from everywhere at once. Go, oh, it's you again, fate touched. I should have known. And I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 1 second. 19.
Okay, yeah. You feel something try to exert a force on your mind, but you're able, like through willpower, you're able to resist it. this thing was gonna try and screw with your head.
So I just smile and say, oh, you love me that much, do you now? Listen, I'm just here to look around. So why don't you just back off?
Oh, are you curious, little one?
None of you, you weirdo.
What?
So what's happening on everyone else's perspective?
I think you can all hear the voice. It's projecting its voice into the room, and you guys are stood outside of it.
Okay, but it's
The
aimed
only
directly
person
at
it can
Olga.
see is Yon.
Can I hear it from outside?
No, you stepped out. I think everyone in the corridor can hear it. You can tell there's some big old magic going on in there, though. Some massive magic.
Can
Like, I don't think you even need to make a check for. Like, you can feel it in your teeth.
Yeah, I'm not going back in there.
You
No,
just
I
like
made-
stood outside, like, nope. Oh god,
like,
they're
you go,
already
guys.
dead.
So I'm now in this room. So I start to look around to see if I can find anything peculiar. Is that an investigation?
Yep.
Can I roll?
Investigation
I
check.
hope I roll high. Oh, another 19.
So the whole time, this voice is trying to converse with you, and you're just sort of like blowing it off, like whatever. It's like, you know, if you're looking for something, I see many things.
Dirty
Um,
boy.
And it's not like actively trying to threaten you.
Is this brown?
You don't. Yeah, kind of. He wishes he was brown. He can't see the whole unit. But I mean, what you do find is an altar, and on the altar it's like a wooden stake, and it's had a human eye impaled on it.
Oh, juicy.
Sounds painful.
I just look at that and say, "Ooh, wow, treasure
wow.
for you, I guess."
Would you?
I thought you were gonna put it in your pocket.
Why would I do that? That's just
I'd do it.
wrong.
Maybe you can sell it.
What?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pocket spaghetti.
Yeah. Pocket
And
spaghetti.
do I look like Ott?
Yeah.
Anyway,
And,
so-
the voice
no.
of Zernas, well,
Wait,
the
wait,
voice of Zernas will be like, well, you obviously already know about the fate of the owner of this room. This is how he became one of mine.
Yeah.
He stabbed
I mean,
an
I can't
eye.
hear you. Oh, right, I can hear you. Oh.
Like, so I'm like more curious at this point. I'm like, what? He stabbed an eye or own eye or what?
Would you like to learn how to join me?
No.
Stab yourself in the eye.
Stab
I'd
yourself
rather
in the eye. Do it. Don't be a pussy.
How about I just
Stab.
how? Oh, how about
Grab that
how
steak
about
right
I just-
now. Stab yourself.
Second, why don't I stab your stained glass window again?
Oh dear.
Oh, that was you. Who else
Oh.
is here?
There is me and me and me and oh right, yeah, me.
No, I feel more.
You can feel all you want, but I feel as if I don't want to really talk to you anymore. Maybe I should just hit this stained glass window one more time.
You gonna do it?
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm waiting to see what his response is to that.
I don't think he responds to you. You can just feel him watching you through the window. Just patiently. Like, he doesn't seem to be upset with you at all.
Well, I pick up my dart first off.
Yep.
So I've got at least 8 again rather than the 2 that I did.
You're just gonna put your fist through the window?
Find things about Colin. Don't blow the room up.
So I was hoping to see if I can get a reaction out of him, but as I didn't, I just go back to investigate and see if I can.
Okay. And like what specifically are you looking through? Because I can have you like make an investigation check, but like every time you make an investigation check, you'll just find something random.
So
Like, unless you tell me specifically what you're investigating.
trying to think what we can look.
Like,
So obviously-
you can tell this room is some cultist shit, dude. Like, I can tell you that over and over again. But if you're looking for information, I need to know what information you're trying to find.
I'm trying to work out like information on.
Can I check through the doorway? Check his pockets.
What pockets?
I don't know, there might be a cloak or something. Something that's personal.
Oh right, just check through his personal belongings.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Okay. I feel like this would be more fun actually just role playing it out rather than just like I roll and then I find this thing.
Okay, Julian will shut up. She is annoyed.
So like yeah, so you obviously this is the place where he lived and he does have clothes, including he has this traveling cloak, which on the inside of the hood is it's sort of like stitched into the lining, this image of an eye. And searching through the pockets, you see a note in it's really weird. It's writing definitely, but you can't read it. Like there's words there, but like it's not even that they're in a language you don't know. You just literally can't read it.
Take it.
And, you hear the voice again say, "Would you like to know what it says?"
Sure. Tell me.
Stab yourself in the eye.
Oh, bloody
You're
hell.
not gonna.
Come on, do it.
No.
I think I'm just bird in the hallway that's just laughing.
I just
Like,
like.
no.
Do it.
I just like. Then no, I'm sure I can ask them.
Stab someone else in the eye.
How about I just stab you in the eye when I see you, multiple times, for all the eyes you probably have.
I like my eyes, and
I'm sure
also
you do.
All of them?
I mean, you've already crushed one.
And I'll crush many more when I see them. So I can.
You're not very
just-
friendly.
Neither are you, surprisingly.
Actually, he's been nothing but friendly. Apart from my stabbing.
What? Stab someone in the eye. We could be best friends. Promise you. I can give you so much magic.
I don't care for magic. Whole fists, kind of makes that a real thing. If I cared for magic, I'd read up on books, but I don't give a shit about it.
Can you read? You couldn't read that note.
Ouch.
Burn.
Yes, of course I can read.
Uh-huh. What does the note say?
It's in a language I don't know, thanks. There are multiple.
You look at the note, and now it does say something. Written there in plain English is
An insult.
the date 2 days ago and crossed picks 8 o'clock.
And that's all it says.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't help.
And that's all it says.
Mm-hmm.
I go,
This was clearly the invitation to the meeting 2 days ago.
right. So I fold that up. Keep it.
Mm-hmm.
On a person. So, was there anything else of note that I found for his personal belongings, or was that just it? Just robe.
I think in those, like, searching through his clothes, that's what you found. There are, like, some scrawled notes, most of which you can't read. It does make mention of the names you were already given. It was Roger, something to say. Colden or something. It was the 4 people he met. Colimar, Roger, Annie, I think it was. Something. I need to look for notes again. I need to just know these names off. Otherwise, I'm just going to start making up names.
Person 1, person 2, person 3, person.
Yes,
That's their names.
this was all the people.
That's it. Just their names. Nothing about them.
Well, no, it says their names and it says a location, and it also says Colin's name, and it says follow the fate touch next to Colin. The rest of them all say a location. One of them says the warehouse district. One of them says the keep. One of them says the sweeps. And the last one says the Watchers Markets.
Oh, okay then. So I grabbed them. I'm like, these will be useful. Try and track these people down. Something else to check for.
Have you tried stabbing yourself in?
I've already suggested I stab you in the eye more times. How does that
Yeah,
work?
I don't want you to. Okay, stab. Don't you?
You
stab someone you
stab
don't like.
Stab
you.
Jeremiah.
Stab you. No. So stab you. That's what I'm getting from this. Stab you multiple times when I see you for the first time.
Oh, you'll be dead by then. Don't even worry about it.
I don't think so.
Come on, either join me or like I'm gonna have to kill you. So like,
I mean,
I'd much rather be your friend.
I'd much rather you.
You guys have
die.
like proven yourselves to be pretty good.
Pretend
Like,
to befriend
not
him.
great, but like pretty.
That would
good.
mean literally allowing him to use my body. So no.
Ooh,
Come on.
use your body.
And stabbing in the eye.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm stabbing my own eye.
He's
no.
not saying this.
No,
This is
he's not.
Logan saying this.
Yeah, it's like, you see, I'd love to join your group, but there's two major problems. First off, you're a bunch of eye creeps and weird, and secondly,
Wow, rude. What the fuck? I don't.
Racist.
You're a furry. How's about that, huh? Huh?
yeah, it's
Goddamn
not.
cat creep.
I
Ooh,
mean,
look at me. I've got ears that are like cat ears, and I have claws and fur. Like,
yeah. Well,
what the hell's up with that, weirdo?
I mean, at least there's someone who actually finds me attractive.
Oof.
Damn. Rip burn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pretty. You guys don't know how much of a popular guy I am.
With
I bet
your-
people just
I
say you
got,
have
like-
the eyes and
I was
that's all
gonna
you
say,
got.
yeah, or you're probably just a floating eye or something weird. So I doubt it. Eyes are weird. Have you not realised? Should have gone with something a bit prettier.
Should have got
Actually, I don't think
Specsavers.
there's anyone there. Yeah, and that.
What's
Anyway,
a Specsavers?
Specsavers, good point.
Where do I get a Specsavers?
So so we've got some notes on where we can find them, and that's fine. We know where you can to further our investigation. Reese, can you think of anything at all, guys? I'm good look for. I can't think of anything else now. We've got weird ritual shit
Mm-hmm.
that involves stabbing an eye to
Mm-hmm.
join him. I don't know what that does, but I'd rather not find out.
Come on, find out. Stab yourself.
I've already told you I will do that when I meet you and I can stab you in the eye.
Stab that paladin.
No,
Wait, is that me?
it's
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Sweet. Stab him.
Wait, how's
Stab
he
the
got
guy
the
who
power?
crashed the boat.
No.
So
Come on, stab the shapeshifter. It'll be fun.
No.
You don't like him much anyway. Stab
No.
him.
it's like, I'm not
Just
gonna lie. I don't like.
Go find
your
him right
eyes.
now and stab him in the eye.
Oh my god.
I promise you, the whole world changes.
I'm so glad I'm out of sight right now.
If only you knew how much I can change the world. Silly, weird, mystical being.
Of course, I know how much you can change the world. You're fate touched.
Exactly.
That's why I want you.
Yeah, and I don't want you.
Stab the shapeshifter in the eye.
I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out. You're a weird thing that likes eyes. At least with the goddess of fate, she fucks imps.
He's got an eye fetish.
Yeah. At least the Goddess of Fate has an imp fetish. It's an actual thing rather than an eye. You know, at least that's got a fuckhole. At least.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not you,
Yeah.
but me.
It's called the retina.
I'm uncomfortable with this conversation.
You started it.
One second. I could tell you all about her weird fetishes if you want. You'd have to allow. Tell
Oh
me
no, I
everything more about
absolutely
you.
want to hear about this. Please tell me.
Oh, only if
I
you
meant
tell me
the
more
rest.
about yourself, without stabbing an eye. Let's put it that way. So you tell me more about you, and I'll tell you more about Goddess.
Okay, are we going to play 20 questions?
We're gonna play something called "You Tell Me Information, I'll Tell You Some Information."
Okay. I'll go first.
You go first, indeed, because I'm not saying anything. And you
Tell
say
me all about
everything.
this imp fucking.
You tell me information I want to know.
No.
You
Because
see,
like,
I am the one.
if
with
I
the-
tell you something and then you just
Exactly.
smash the window, I don't learn anything. So
Well, I could just
you tell
smash
me
the-
about
I
the
could-
imp fucking.
I can smash the window
God
if you
damn it.
want, anyway, and I don't really care because I can just learn information.
Then
You
we
just
all
never
win.
get to learn all this information. So I'm the one going to.
Yeah,
ask
but then you
questions, but
don't learn anything.
I can still learn more things. Trust me.
Yeah, but I've got eyes everywhere. I can learn things. I want to hear about the imp fucking.
You can learn about that once you tell me more about you.
Yeah. So you're gonna tell me first.
No way am I going to do that. Yours is definitely some information I want.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
13.
You really want to tell him about this imp fucking. You've been dying to tell everyone about this imp fucking, man.
For a start, yeah, I do. I just tell everyone anyway.
Exactly. You really wanted to tell him. Anyway, like, what's the point in, like, holding on to this information first? He's told you he's gonna, like, give you some information in return. So, like, tell him the thing you wanted to tell him.
Do it. Get it over with. Over
Okay,
that.
they got it. The Goddess of Fate likes to fuck imps. That's as much as I know.
You know more.
I don't know more than that, actually. To be honest, I don't really care about it.
You know the story behind it.
You know he sounds like comic book guy.
Yeah, that's as much. I know he's a weird nerd.
It's a
Kinda like
weird
you then.
nerd.
He's a weird nerd, so that's kind of like you. You're a bit
Nerds.
exactly. How about you tell me some information? I've told you some.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Tell me about your cult. What are you and things like
Okay. My name. Well, if you wanted to say my name, or at least say a name, and people like know what it was, you'd say Zernas. I'm known as the one who sees all.
So, wait, say your name again. It's Nas.
Zernas.
Zerg.
Xernas.
So you like ass then? You're an ass fucker.
No,
Oh,
I'm an
God
eye
damn it.
guy. Come on, we've established. this.
guy.
You're
Anyway,
an eye god who likes fucking ass.
You got an eye for S.
I'm not a god.
Oh boy, you think I couldn't take these things?
I'm not a god. I despise gods.
Oh wow, something we have in common, but oh well. Anyway,
Okay.
go on, as you were saying.
Well, you asked me about my cult.
Yes.
My cult, it's easier to act on this world. The barriers are a little bit weaker here. And my cult are people who were able to hear my voice. I grant them power, I grant them knowledge, and I grant them sight. And in exchange, I see their eyes.
I feel like a complaint is about to come up. Nope.
You feel like what?
A complaint.
I feel like he was about to complain, like, oh, it is hard life being an eye.
So, you're able, and that's. So, what reason do you want to be able to see into this world?
Because I'm the one who sees all. it's in my nature to want to see everything.
But why?
Why do you breathe?
But why?
Because that's how I live, you fucking weirdo.
That's ridiculous.
do
Why would you
you
need
not
to
know-
breathe to live?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go into my science lessons that I never actually took. But anyway,
I was going to say, you lived in a jungle.
Exactly. There's this thing called oxygen, and it is what allows us to, for our body to be able to nourish off it. Probably similar to how you feed off the bodies of the people who serve you in a cult, I'm guessing, but whatever.
Do all these eyes, out of curiosity, get lots of sleep in them? You know, the little crusty bits when they're all closed?
Oh, that's just nasty.
Just asking the important questions.
You are hitting hard with these boys.
Probably on the cultists, yeah.
Do some of the eyes need glasses?
No.
They should
Has he got
really-
some lazy eyes?
Have some of them got contact lenses?
No, they all have perfect vision.
When
Oh,
it's
by
like,
the way, I've come back upstairs now so I can hear the conversation
Okay.
again. Because I was getting
You
bored
finally mustered
outside.
enough
Where's
courage
everybody
to
gone?
get back into the
I
magic.
figured they took long enough that they were either all dead or they were okay.
Okay.
You decide to have a brave boy moment.
Yes, I was like, I could do it. I
I'm
could
just
do
like, Cat Mummy's so proud of you.
it. Even though all I could hear was stab them, stab them, stab them.
when it's really cold outside, does he have to use eye drops to keep his eyes moist?
I hope so.
Oh boy.
Going around hundreds of different eyes.
When he's drunk, does he still have perfect vision because he's got so many eyes?
That's something we will need to test when we see him. Make sure we stock up on beer. We need to get this.
Yeah,
this
and then
done.
ask him how many fingers you hold it up.
It's
Okay,
none
so-
because it's a fist.
Yeah, it's actually a knife.
No. Okay, so he says.
when he eats hot curry, does all of his eyes water? 'Cause it's just too hot.
He can't handle the spice.
Can't handle the spice.
So he says, now it's my turn to ask you a question. How many fate touched are there?
Oh, I genuinely
How
don't know.
many of you are there?
Well, there's me. You can see this is a recurring pattern, right? It's me.
If you don't
Me.
tell me anything, I won't tell you anything. We can end this deal here.
That's fine. I've got enough information. I got your name, and I just strike the glass pane at this point.
Oh no. I'm going back downstairs.
Make an attack roll.
I'm also going to escape. So
Yeah,
Jeremiah
I'll probably go downstairs.
I have
Um,
actually escaped
One sec.
since he hit the glass.
15.
You smash the glass, and since I rolled higher than you, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that's fine.
As the glass begins to warp inwards, and you don't pass.
Oh no! How the fuck? I've got a +8.
And you got a 14 total.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Go on.
What?
It's 16 DC. So as the glass begins to warp inwards, it pulls your arm in with it as though it's exploding, and you feel this searing, tearing pain as your arm isn't ripped off, but it goddamn nearly is. You're gonna take some damage, my man.
Does his arm grow longer because it's been nearly torn off?
It's stretched out.
It's been stretched.
You take 16 force damage.
Ooh.
16. Okay.
Walk it off.
And Hyakin, you can feel the magic fading. There's still a residue there, but it's not nearly as powerful as it was. The voice is gone.
After that,
Congrats, you saved the world.
I don't think we did.
Christmas is saved.
I'm like, my arm really hurts right now. I turn to Jeremiah. It's like, heals, please. as I walk my now mangled arm towards him to heal it.
Okay, hang on. He's not going to use Cure Wounds. He's going to probably use... How many does he have? Oh shit, he has 30. Okay, he'll heal you 15.
Nice.
Bitch.
I'm just like,
It's
well,
like
that hurt.
he just puts his hand on your arm and it glows golden for a second, and the wounds all close.
I'm like, ah. And I'm like, well, that hurt.
Yeah, why do why don't you punch the magic window again?
Hey, let me tell you something, right? I'll punch anything.
I noticed. I knew someone was gonna attack the window.
Of course. And which person did you
Like,
originally think
If
it
it
was
had
going
been
to be?
destroyed by a ranged attack, then you wouldn't have needed to make a saving throw.
Oh well. I was close enough where I thought it would be pretty cool. Damn.
For adventure.
I should have just lightning striked it.
That would have been really fucking bad.
Would
I
the
think you've
lightning
used
have
both
worked?
of your spell slots for that as well, by the way. Use both your third level spell
Yeah.
slots.
um,
You have other spells you could have used.
so I'm like, right, I got a load of information. We know where they are meant to be like held up in terms of like what they're looking for. And we got the name of the weird ass guy, so we can use that at least.
Weird ass guy.
The
So
weird
Yeah.
do
ass
things
guy.
with
Weird
eye
ass guy.
asses.
Legitimately. Because
Yeah.
his name has ass in it.
Could
Ah.
we rely on Hierarchin to do a bit of research on it? Maybe see if we can find anything about it.
Well, I was hoping we could go to the keep, as that's where one of the people's meant to be.
Yeah.
And Virtue's there. And Virtue has a lot of info on this on this world.
He has basically been your source of exposition up until now.
Exactly.
I'm
So
just writing something down a minute and then we will carry on.
I'm
So,
like, well, other than that, is there anything else we can check in this room? It's pretty dumpy, and we got most of the information.
I mean, if you want to give it once over, you can tell me what you're searching. But like, I think you found all that you're going to find from just roll.
I said, oh, I know. Investigation. Valuable loot.
Okay,
17.
investigation. This guy's poor as fuck.
Damn it. I was hoping he might have actually stole something worth of note.
Might be able to sell the eye to Dark Arts.
I mean, I'd say this guy's poor as fuck. He has been doing some jobs for like the thieves guilds, but like he doesn't really have a lot of money still. It's like probably 5 gold and like assorted silver and copper pieces.
Hey, I might be a monk, but 5 gold is 5 gold. I'm fucking
You're not a religious monk, you're a ninja monk.
Oh, I'm the kind of monk who just hits people. But
You're
I'm-
Bruce Lee monk, not, you know.
Exactly.
Wait, so we've got
I've-
more monks in the pie?
You're disguised as a monk, but you're disguised as a priest monk.
Yeah, I'm the kind.
Wait, it's
of monk.
different
I'm
kind
a
of
warrior
monks?
monk.
Ah.
I'm the kind of monk.
His
who-
class is monk, which basically just means he's Bruce Lee.
Ah.
Yeah, I watched a video. Right, sorry to come out of a game for a sec, but I watched a video on how to create JoJo in this game, and I was like,
Which JoJo?
do I re-roll it as Josuke?
Oh, Josuke.
With stand, yeah, with stand and everything.
Okay.
I was like, do I re-roll as
Do I just
JoJo
jump
so I
Yolya
can
off
aura?
the edge now?
So I could aura my way to victory?
Okay, Aura was Jotaro. Josuke was Dora, first
Ah.
of all.
Okay, yeah, so no.
You
so
failure.
I've not really watched the anime. So
I love JJ.
all I know is that they're all called JoJo for some weird reason.
Yep.
And well, that's a lie. I watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay, so you saw Joseph.
Yeah, so I got up
You-
to Joseph.
You saw the best one then.
Nice.
Don't worry.
Oh, and his whole thing's like, you thought I was going to say this, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So I watched that and I thought, oh man. But yeah, I'm taking this guy's 5 gold. I don't give a fuck.
So, where are you guys going then? To the keep, you said.
Yeah, because there's whoever it was down meant to be like observing the keep, I'm guessing, or like doing stuff near the keep, so we can probably ask a couple guards around there.
Okay.
And go and see Virtue to speak to him in terms of this cult dude named Ass, the Ass Lover. That's his new name.
The Ass Mother.
The
Or
Ass
Ass
Lover.
Lover.
Ass
Does,
Lover.
does that mean that that person could potentially be watching over?
Well, I mean,
You have no idea.
Oh, dear.
It's just
You're not with Ott at the minute. He could be anywhere.
yeah, we don't know where I is, but anyway, yeah. So that's the whole thing. I think if we go and do that next, that's the next point of call. We go see if Virtue has loads of info on this guy that we could get easy because Virtue likes us and isn't going to ask me to stab myself in the eye constantly to get more info.
Stab yourself in the eye right now.
You can't ask me to do that, Logan. He's not here.
IRL.
Ass Lover is not here, therefore no.
You don't know he isn't. I make
Hey.
the rules.
Let me put it this
No,
way.
he's
I'm
not.
going to.
He isn't.
I was going to say I will keep calling him Ass Lover forever now, just so you know. Because Imp Fucker and Ass Lover,
Awesome.
they're the two fucking immortal beings.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Well, I mean, you're the one who named it something ass, so.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys head to the keep.
Yes.
You, I think like Virtue is just like, look, I don't really know anything about this thing, so he's basically just like taken up lodging in the keep at least, or he's waiting with them and like coordinating with the actual investigators because he doesn't want you guys to get him killed. So like when you visit the keep, he will just be there with the captain of the guard, and like the captain of the guard is immediately like, okay, so what have you learned? Come on, let's get a report. Let's share information here.
And I'm like, right, okay then. So I just tell her everything. Found out the name of the guy who turned into a weird fucking monster and died. Went to where he lived. Found a fucking weird temple to the cult he was part of. The name of the name of the god, Ass Lover. Not real name, obviously.
Do you say Ass Lover, or do you say his
Also-
name?
Also say Ass Lover. It's me.
Okay.
I called
Okay.
the goddess of fate Imp Fucker, and I'm going to call this guy Ass Lover. But then someone can reiterate his actual name. If they want to. That is up to the rest of you guys.
I mean, if no one says in fact, no, I'm going to NPC this. Jeremiah would say.
No, I'm NPCing Jeremiah. Yeah. I'm
I'm
playing Jeremiah.
Anyway, so yeah, and then
That's
I was
it.
like, I explain like, and then I go, oh yeah, also, and then I pull out the notes. It's like, this guy's meant to be watching the keep. Is there anyone named that here, or in and around the keep who works it?
There haven't been any arrests around the keep. She doesn't immediately off the top of her head know. She will like delegate that to one of the high-ranking guards, and he will go out and investigate and see if there is anyone working within the keep who knows about this.
I point out that they need to do it secretively because Ass Lover will probably know that they're coming for him.
Yeah, and she says, okay, so at this point, I feel like I should probably, we said we were going to share information. Obviously, we've been doing our own investigation as well. There have been 2 other incidents within the city. So there was the one at Morolo's Enchantment Emporium. That was today. There was another one which happened today. It was in the sweeps. One of our guards just sort of happened across the event, but the monster itself is still on the loose, and it tore the throats out of 3 members of who we're fairly sure were members of a thieves guild. And the day before, there was an incident in the warehouses some private guards who were working for one of the factories that owns a warehouse over there caught someone spying over there. Description of him: he was an elf. He had a third eye on the palm of his hand, which, I mean, like, you said that's like a mark of this cult, right? Is having an extra eye. Well, he had one on the palm of his hand, and like as soon as they captured him, he turned into a monster and killed 4 guards before they killed him.
Right.
So that's
one thing I will point out now. When we got attacked on the airship coming in, the captain of that airship had one, and it had an eye. Remove the eye, and it can't change. That's
okay.
what I
That's important information to tell us.
learned. I did not know that this happened. Thanks. And we didn't really get a chance to do anything with the other guy, so please.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Like, now we know this.
So this guy that we're looking for in and around the keep, we need to make sure that is removed as soon as we catch it.
Okay. I will make sure that is conveyed to like every guard in the goddamn city. If they see a guy with like a suspicious third eye, tear that bad boy out. So at the minute we have 5 suspects, 2 of which are dead, 1 of which is running around the city somewhere in the sweeps as a monster, and 2 of which are still unaccounted. You said that 1 is supposed to be here in the keep.
Like,
I think-
obviously, I took the notes with the names of the people on that we're aware of.
Yeah.
So, like, which is what I've obviously handed out. So we know the name of the person we're meant to be looking for in this area. So hopefully someone is going to find that.
So, the places that these people were sent were the keep, the warehouses, the sweeps, and the whatever it was called, the Watchers Markets.
Yeah.
That was these 4 people, and the 5th person was following you guys, and you caught him, and he monstered, and then you killed him. So there has been an incident in the markets, but it wasn't the person who was sent there. This is the captain of the guard saying this, not the dungeon master. So the places where we're expecting an incident are the markets and here in the keep.
And still probably the sweeps, being so there's one running around.
Yeah, no, there is an incident ongoing over there. Trust me, I'm on that. Like, if you guys want to lend a hand, I would be very grateful if you feel like doing some hunting. If not, I'd like to send you guys to the markets to see if you can, hunt down this guy.
Could split up.
I mean, there's only like
Split the party. Split the
it would be
party.
2 and 2.
It is
and
already
everyone would
pretty
love that.
split.
Yeah, we're already missing 1. There's 5 of us, and there's only 4 of us available right now. So splitting the party is not a good idea. We would have to do one or the other, and then do the other after, and hope God. I think we should go to the markets and search and look for the person there, being that there's already an incident going around and the guards are on that. And so what's the point? Though they could do with a hand, it would be better if we went to the markets to try and apprehend the culprit early and then get some information. There's no information to be gained from an already monstered person.
Yep, that's fair.
So I would rather try and capture a person who can turn into a monster, prevent that happening, and then get them and beat the information out of them. That's right, beat. Just like
Yeah, that's going to help our
No,
reputation.
They're bad guys.
They can
Yeah,
turn
that's
into
true.
monsters. They can turn into monsters, Nick.
Do,
Beating
do-
them
do
is
pe-
not
do
easy.
people know that? Do people know that? They might just think we're beating someone up
Like,
for the sake
oh my
of
god, you ripped this guy's eye out and then you're beating him up.
it. Like, what the hell's wrong with us?
For information. You see, I come from a real place rather than all this paying for information. God. Who pays for information?
So I think
Yeah.
with like all your investigating, probably quite a lot of time has passed. You're probably like you have, investigated Morolo's enchantment emporium, then you crossed to the other side of the city, investigating the cross picks. Went in, you had a long conversation with the creepy eyeball, investigated that whole. Then you've come back to the keep on the other side of the city. You've had a conversation. Like, it's deep into nighttime. I think Ott's rest is starting to come to an end round about now.
Wait, so now I'm gonna have a really messed up sleeping pattern?
Yeah, you went to
Brilliant.
sleep
Yeah,
early.
you're going
What
to
do you
become
think's gonna
nocturnal.
I've become nocturnal. Oh, dear.
It's probably like what 10 o'clock at night. Like, you've had your long rest now, I think.
Cool. Oh dear. Okay, right. Is it worth me even trying to look down the part? Well, try and find the rest of the party yet?
What do you want to do, man?
Well,
Would Ott want to track down the rest of the party?
Like, at the moment, I think I'd probably put everyone, well,
Like,
to his knowledge,
You
in
don't
a bit
like
of danger.
Ott doesn't know about all this investigation stuff. It doesn't know that everyone else has cut a deal with the guards.
Exactly. So Art probably thinks that
Does he even know that we're back at the keep?
Nope.
he has no idea where anyone is, what they're doing, if they're in trouble or not.
No, he doesn't know anything.
That's pretty normal for Rob not knowing anything.
Yeah.
It's almost like you need information.
Shall I go speak to more of my friends out in the streets?
You mean paying for information? Kind of fucking.
I don't want to tell you that because it sounds like Logan is telling you to go search for information. But at the minute you're saying, I don't know anything.
Well, I don't know
So-
where. I technically don't know where anyone is, so I will have to go out and see if my roguelike friends with roguelike abilities can go.
I'm guessing the first thing you're doing is shapeshift.
Yeah, I kind of want to shapeshift back into my original halfling form
Sure.
that everyone's familiar with, but at the
that's
same
what
token,
most people know you as.
but for the same token, I am being searched for under that skin, aren't I?
To the best of your knowledge, they tried to arrest you as Ott.
Yeah. So, and I
That's
also
what
don't want to
started
make.
this whole thing.
I also don't want to make the same mistake of, oh, in that case, I'll just disguise as someone, change into their clothes, and dump their body in a.
So you can. Here's the thing: you can disguise yourself as anyone you've ever seen, and you live for something like 100 years in a different universe. You've got any number of faces that no one has ever seen. That you could.
Oh,
be.
I should totally change into Istus.
Oh my god! Literally.
Turn into the imp fucker, eh?
Oh, that'd be funny. You wait.
That will have to find an imp and fuck the imp to make it real. For God's sake, do it.
I'm sure at some point I'd probably. Oh, no, of course I had seen the imp, but anyway, I'm not going to dress as. I'm not going to morph into
The imp did not pass as human. He was an imp.
Yeah. Right, let me just close off Jeremiah's sheet. So yeah, right, I'm gonna dress as. Oh, actually, I should get the player's handbook out. Hey, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing.
I'm so proud of you right now.
Right, let's look at races. What's a half orc look like?
They're not quite Warcraft orcs. They are much more like a human sort of build. They're like a human sized but muscular, big, like tusks that jut out from their lower jaw, like green skin, dark haired.
Try and look at the half orc characters. Oh, there he is, half orc. So, oh yeah, man, shit, yeah, I'm gonna be a half orc. Have I said a half orc? Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't mind rolling.
Like you have human-sized clothes, like you have medium-sized clothes, so you could change into those, change into a half orc.
So our half orcs, they're quite tall, aren't they? This one looks quite tall, 6 and 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it would probably be ill fit. It wouldn't fit amazingly well on you, but like,
or should I just?
You have clothes that would cover you.
That is true. There's also like humans there,
and as well. Like I imagine you kind of know that you can turn into anything at any time in like when you're buying an outfit, so you get something that could fit a lot of different body sizes, as opposed to something which is like tailored just to your body shape at the moment.
Why not a spandex suit?
Yeah. You're just bursting at the seams.
Yeah.
Should I go in pure shiny leather? God damn. Yeah. What about half elf? Half elf.
They're like human sized, but a bit more live. They've got like mostly human features, but they have elf ears.
Okay. Are they a similar sort of size to the monk that I just was?
Sure. You can have a fat half elf. You can have met someone like that before.
Hell yeah. Fat half elf I am. Okay. And now I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to keep...
Are you still dressed as a monk then?
I won't...
You have human clothes.
Continue being dressed as a monk. I will go back to my human clothes. Because they're not being searched for, those clothes. But hey, a monk, on the other hand, I'm sure all the monks in the city are a little bit worried about being bombarded by police.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go... So in the 9th district, where are we? The markets. Oh yeah, I'm sure I can find some clothes here.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep. Find some nice clothes here as well.
Nice arse clothes. Dressed as an
nice arse clothes.
Because like this half elf, he looks pretty... You know, he looks pretty swagger.
Okay. Is he like a very handsome man? Have a bit of a belly? Is he just like a very handsome man?
He's just a handsome man with a staff and fancy clothes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can... Because no one is going to question it, because then they can't literally investigate every single person. They know there's a shapeshifter loose, but they can't stop every single person. And at the minute, things are kind of getting messed up. There's a monster on the loose in one place. There's been 2 incidents of monsters going on the loose and getting killed. Like, security is very heavy, but they cannot literally stop every single person. So if you transform, change your clothes, they have no unless you give them a reason to stop you, no one will stop you. So you can just go out and you can shop at your leisure and buy some nice arse clothes.
Sweet.
And I think, like, for the sake of getting something that's practical, looks nice, like 5 gold in this area. Or you can, like, go full balls to the walls extravagant and it'll be like 10 to 15 gold.
I'm going to go for something that's worth 10 gold.
Okay. So, like, some really nice clothes then.
Yeah.
Just like... what do you want to look like?
I don't want to be overly extravagant to to draw attention to myself.
Like, you're not going to look like wandering royalty. I just mean, like, you're probably going to turn a few heads in a good.
Yeah, 10 gold's worth.
Stylish and, like, you stand out in a crowd. And, like, even though it's primarily, like, an elven city, they're like, oh, damn, that's a handsome boy wearing a handsome outfit.
Hell yeah. Does Istis or whoever the rest of the guys are with, does she know that I am a changeling?
Yep.
Okay, because it's changed in front of her, right?
Yeah, she's the goddess of fate. She knows all this shit.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to shock her by suddenly being, oh, hi, it's Art. Hello.
Oh, okay, wait. Do you mean the High Priest? Or do you mean actual Istus?
Actually, yeah, the High Priest, because this wouldn't really...
High Priest doesn't know that you're a shape changer.
Okay, so I'll have to go back to...
Also, a
halfling.
shapeshifter just attacked one of her priests, which was you. You did do that.
Yeah. But this also means I'm going to have to wait another day before I can change back to the halfling that everyone else is used to seeing.
Yeah, right. I mean, at this point, you've already like spent the gold. Like you are handsome boy elf. You're in
I
the
am
shop.
handsome boy elf. Okay.
I'm saying that's canon. Mark off that 10 gold.
Yeah, done. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go find some of my some more. Oh, it's getting real costly. More of my rogue fellows. Rogue friends.
Okay. Are you going back to the same person, or are you just going to search for?
Search for someone again.
Okay.
Actually, I wonder if would going back to the same person benefit me at all, or do the opposite?
Would it?
I don't know. Could it?
You had a business deal with her.
Yeah.
You paid in full. She didn't screw you over. You don't, like, as a character, you don't know that she covered. You had a specific deal where she said she wasn't going to cover you, and she was just going to say, like, she'd never heard of you before. But, like, as far as you're concerned, her information was good. You had a place to lie low for the night, and now you're fine.
I think instead of having to do that same scenario again with someone else, it'd be best to go back to him.
Okay, you're going to go back to Abella.
Yeah, and get some fish and chips as well while I'm there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like late at night, so like her shift is an end, and also like this is totally a cop thing. So like, yeah, she works there, but like, does she really care about the job? But yeah, you go over there and she's like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Handsome young man. Would you like to, buy some fish, buy some potato, fish and potato? It's a local delicacy."
And I'm gonna, hey babe, it's me again. Hey, I need another favor. Don't suppose you can help out?
Are you using message again?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying to her?
Yeah, message.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, okay, so you could change shape. And you fucking lied to me then. Awesome."
No, I rested. You know that whole see you later, now I'm back again.
Sure, yeah.
God damn
I remember you saying you couldn't do it till the next day, but okay, sure.
I slept. Damn it.
So it is the next day for you then, huh?
Basically, yeah.
So you're never going to bother me again?
If that's what you want, I can go. It's fine. I'll find someone else.
No, actually, you're like a really easy mark, man. Like, I got 30 gold off you earlier for... Yeah, what you need, dude?
Damn it. I need help relocating my group, my party, my homies.
Oh, okay. That's really easy then. Yeah. I mean, I'm not an info broker, but I can point you in the direction of one.
Okay. How does 10 silver pieces sound?
Yeah. No, cool. Yep, we'll do 10 silver pieces. Yep.
God,
I'll take that.
You overpaid again.
How much is a silver piece anyway? It's like not much.
A tenth of a gold piece, so you've given her 1 gold piece.
Okay.
And literally, like, she like calls out, "Oh, hey, Johnny, come over here. I got a customer." And like, this guy behind the counter like gets up, and he's like just this really surly teenager. He's like, what?
I'm just picturing like a grumpy teenager from those American films working at a cinema. It's like, I don't want to work here. Don't give me popcorn.
Yeah. He's just working at the fish market. Like, what?
So I need some help finding my friends.
Who
what
the
if
fuck
you-
are you? In fact, no, actually, genuinely, who are you? Because, like, it's kind of my business to know things, and you are a very unfamiliar face, which is surprising.
So I'm not particularly from round here. I'm
Color me surprise. Abela, who is this guy?
I'm new to this area.
Well, he's a customer, man. He wants information. Tell him. All right, fine. What do you want to know, Mr. Mysterious Traveler? Who cares? What do you want to know?
Right,
Come on.
I need you to help me find the rest of my party. They're
Yeah,
currently.
I don't know who you are. How would I know who your party is?
All right.
He's like a
Teenager,
really
I'm getting
silly teen.
all right, Mr. Grumpy Pants. I'm getting to
She's
it.
gonna give you the tude all day.
The what?
The tude, the attitude.
Ah, right. That's what it is. God damn this guy. So
I love him. He's my favorite character now. Every single info broker is gonna be the silly teenager.
No.
This is my revenge against you guys.
What have I done?
You've done something.
Something.
What have I done then, Logan?
I know what you've done.
Everything.
I don't know what you're on about.
Fucker. Anyway.
Ass lover.
So my party are a mixture of strange people. They how can I really describe them? We've got a bird. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, you're after those assholes causing all like this stuff to happen, and like there's been rumors about them threatening people,
They're not
and there's
causing
been rumors
these things.
that
They're here to stop the
rumors
stop
that they
the
brought
problems.
monsters into the city.
You got the
and
wrong
there's been
idea,
this-
man.
Oh my god, you're the shapeshifter.
You got the wrong idea, man. It's not what we're about.
Apparently, he's the shapeshifter, right? He's the shapeshifter. You got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got him.
Fuck.
got it. Okay, so I actually do know where your party is then.
So, are you able to help?
So, yeah, they have been wandering around the city all day. They're claiming that they are working with the guards and that they're investigating all this monster stuff. Now, I don't know exactly what's true. All I know is what the rumors are. You know, that's what the information is. Is I got some people telling us that some people who I trust telling us that you've been bringing monsters into the city, and I got some people who are saying that like your party has been going around like threatening people. They said they were gonna rip out James's spine. You've got some people who are saying that like they were caught up in an explosion in the sweeps. Anyway, I know where they are now. All right, wandering all over the city doing like some investigating like on all these monsters. But right now they're in the keep, and they went back there themselves without getting arrested.
Now it's whether or not I can actually get to them without me being arrested. Because like, even though I don't look like me, the second I try and rejoin that group.
All right, yeah. So here's my question for you. All right, because I've given you information. Yeah, I could charge you money, but I kind of want to know. All right, what's the deal, man? Like, did you kill a priest and steal his clothes? Like, you are a shapeshifter.
I didn't kill a priest.
Are you a doppelganger?
No. I needed to escape from...
What are you then?
Oh, it's changing, isn't it? Yeah, changing. I'm a change...
That's not a thing.
What?
That's not a thing.
God damn these people. They don't...
You can't just make up races. Like, changeling just isn't a thing, man. Like, you're a doppelganger, right?
No. After generations and generations... the doppelganger race is gradually... It's just like, this is stuff I know, isn't it?
Yeah, so...
Basically repeating what you said earlier.
Yeah, so changelings are descended from doppelgangers. Doppelgangers also exist,
Yeah.
but, you know, it's like you're an offshoot race, basically, which aren't monsters.
Yeah.
So doppelgangers are innately evil. Changelings are not innately evil, but they
Even
still
though
have
my
a bit of a
character-
reputation.
Even though my character's background is
Yeah, so there are
chaotic.
evil people,
usually.
okay, who are
Yeah.
changelings, just like there are evil people who are humans. But it's not like every single changeling is predisposed to being evil.
Okay. I see. So explain to him kind of the whole descendants thing, and now we're not the same, man.
Okay,
Totally.
so what you're saying is there is a whole race of shapeshifters that just like live among us. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because that's the craziest thing I've heard in my. That's the fakest piece of information I've ever been fed.
Right, now do I need to roll to try and convince this guy?
To persuade, yeah, make a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. 24.
You have just changed this man's world. He's never gonna trust again. Everyone is a changeling now to him. He knows of this secret society of shapeshifters that live among us.
I'm gonna have to kill this guy, aren't I?
A secret society that you've only semi-made up. Like, in your universe, changelings were just a race. Like, people knew about them.
Everyone's
it was like
changed.
saying, yeah, it was like saying, I'm an elf, I'm a changeling. Like, people knew what that meant. So, like, the fact that people keep being like, yeah, changeling isn't a thing, that's weird.
So
But
it's
now
not just
he
that one
fully
person
believes-
then. It's like everyone in this universe doesn't think changeling, well, like don't know changeling is a race, or there are no changelings.
This guy is an info broker. This guy is supposed to know all of this stuff, and he has never heard of a changeling until now. And now you have convinced him that there is a secret society of change living among us, potentially plotting our downfall. It's full invasion of the body snatch.
Oh bloody hell!
They could be anyone. Like, he's proper like eyeing up a Baylor. Like, wait, you introduced me to this monster. Are you one of them?
Jesus Christ.
Now, fellow,
I thought
what
this guy
can
was
you
really
do to
cute.
help me find my party?
Okay. I mean, like, you want information on how to get into the keep?
I just
can
need
give
to
you
know.
the name of. I can give you the name of a guard who's pretty receptive to bribery. Like, I can tell you about where the secret entrance to the keep. It depends. Like, you know, what do you want, man?
The guard and the secret entrance.
Okay. 2 gold for each.
You drive a hard bargain.
Shit, I should have asked for more. 4 gold for each.
What? 4 gold for each. So why is the price going up?
Because you are plotting the downfall of society, you changeling monster.
Man, you've got the wrong idea.
Look, if the world is going to end any day now, I'm going out rich, dog.
There's no point. Money won't
Wow,
be.
4 gold, that's a lot of money.
It is to these guys.
Yeah, I know. 4 golds. Yeah. If the world's going to end tomorrow, then what's the point in even having money? The system, money is useless.
One sec, Rob. Do you still have a platinum piece?
I have 4 of them.
You should pull out one of your platinum pieces. Say, do you have change for one of these?
Yeah. Well, how much is a platinum piece in gold?
10 gold.
10 gold. Hey, mate, change for one of these. Ding! And I flick it up into the air and catch it.
I mean, actually, like, he has to, like, make change with Abela because you gave her 30 gold earlier.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they have change, but like he doesn't have change. They have change. There's like goddamn rich shape shifting.
Right, so
I
how
bet
much did
you
that
got
cost me?
that from like that cost you 8 gold.
8 gold.
See,
Right.
it's 4 gold for each.
Yeah. All right.
Didn't
then.
even try and bargain it down. You just tried to instead.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking clean cut. You know, if they're
You're a terrible thief.
yeah, should I try and rob them when I leave?
Do you want to try?
These guys probably have decent like abilities to do that stuff as well. They are like,
They're in the business.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're probably robbing me the second. I'm gonna rob the shop next door. You just roll.
No.
You dick. Okay.
He's pre-rolling.
He is pre-rolling. This is a lot of shifty pre-rolling business. 8 gold. Okay, so about that guard then, and my friends.
Yeah, his name is Timothy. Today his shift is he's working on the south gate to the keep. If you pay him off, I mean, you'll have to negotiate pay with, but like if you pay him off, he can get you in there. The entrance in is there's kind of like a silage channel runs like down the like southern side of the actual keep itself. Once you get into like this circular area, the keep itself is a square. Down the southern side of that, this silage channel. Now, one of the outflow grates, actually, a thief who snuck in there a couple of years ago, he got caught, but they never found the channel that he opened up. He removed one of the grates down there. So, do you want to pay off the guard, or do you want to swim through some poop?
The guard. I think the guard, because they'll be able to get me in and through the.
You're right. It looks like you just bought those fancy new clothes. You don't want to ruin them, do you?
Exactly. It wasn't my thought, but exactly. And plus, like, I have probably free movement within the temple.
Also, you're clearly like really rich. You should just pay off. In fact, you know, like a tip would be nice.
I give him 1 copper.
Wow. Fuck up. Like,
Not all nice.
okay, so you're gonna go find Timothy the guard.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like, no one stops you as long as you don't act suspiciously in any way. There are 2 guards stood at the southern gate. One of them is clearly just like not doing any work at all. He's just like lounging around, picking his nose. And the other one appears to be taking his job very seriously.
So which one is Timothy?
You don't know. Which one do you think is Timothy? 2 guards.
2 guards.
One's just lounging around picking his nose, and one looks like he's taking his job seriously.
Is the picking the nose one Timothy, perchance?
What do you think? You gonna talk to him?
So are they next to each other, or?
Yes, they're both stood on like opposite sides of the gate.
Right. Okay.
Like you couldn't just walk up to him and like put 10 gold in his hand and be like, "Hey, get me in." Like the other one would see.
Yeah, and if I get the
Assuming
wrong
he
one,
even
then I've
is
given the
Timothy.
wrong one 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I just guess I'm just going to go up and say I'm looking for a Timothy.
Which one you asking?
The one on the left.
Is that picking nose
I
or
guess-
serious?
Guess he is picking his nose.
Okay. He goes, oh no, I'm Rodney. Timothy's that guy.
Thank goodness.
He just goes back to like, he's just like looking at the shapes of clouds, like, oh, that one looks like a bunny. See that, Tim? And Timothy's like, yeah, I see that, Rod.
So Timothy, I need one of your friends. What's the guy? What's the guy called?
Oh God, no! Oh God, damn, no! I made it up. Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay.
Jimmy, the silly teenager,
Jimmy.
works at the fish market.
Jimmy, the silly teenager.
Surly, not silly.
Surly.
He's an asshole. He's not funny.
Okay. Jimmy, the silly teenager. So, Timothy, I've been sent by, I believe someone you know, Jimmy. He works in the fish market.
Oh yeah, I know that kid. He's a prick.
Ah, of course he is. Yeah. I need a favour. I need help relocating the rest of my my crew members, and Jimmy tells me that you might be able to escort me through the towers.
I tell you what. Give me 5 gold as a bribe, and I'll get you in.
Now, do
Meanwhile, Rodney is just picking his nose, swinging back on like just a chair. Like Tim is like stood there at attention. Meanwhile, Rodney is like, "Oh, I'm just sitting on this chair that I brought with me." Just not taking his job seriously at all.
Do I
Probably
even
got it
try
through
and
family
barter with
connection.
him, or do I just keep splashing the cash?
What do you want to do, man?
So what did you say? 5 gold, was it?
Yep.
You see, I'm a little.
I mean, I'm not going to go any lower, man. I'm risking my job here.
I'm a little tight on cash at the moment. I don't suppose you could do it for 4.
Nope. Nah, make a persuasion check.
Okay. 17.
Okay. He holds out his hand.
And?
He's waiting for you to give him some money.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sweet.
So you're going to give him the 4 gold.
4 gold is in his hand.
Okay. While your hand is outstretched, he puts handcuffs on you. And he's going to take you into the keep. And you walk along. He's like, "Get moving, criminal scum."
Oh,
Shoves
fuck's sake.
you, really acting it up. And then,
okay, yeah, brilliant. Oh, good
and
time.
then as soon as he gets in, he undoes the handcuffs and like just kicks you straight on the ass. Like, yeah, okay, you never saw me. Good act, though, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you even have me
Now
going.
give me that extra gold as a tip.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Okay.
So you mark off 5 gold,
Yeah.
and he's got you into the keep. I mean, like, this place is crawling with guards, though. Like, he got you in, but like, this would be like a full fucking Metal Gear Solid like entire game to sneak through this place unnoticed.
Barbecue. Yeah, go on, please. So there's no point in me even trying to sneak. If I just try act au natural.
Okay. You take off all your clothes and go on.
No. In my my current suit, my half orc suit.
Okay.
Half
You
elf.
mean
sorry.
half elf?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just gonna, try and style your way through, like hope no one pulls you aside.
I think this is a terrible idea, to be honest.
Just make a charisma check, man.
Okay. D20 plus. Oh fuck. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Thank you. 18. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'd say you're able to just like navigate around. Like, you pick up a ladder somewhere, so you're just like walking around with a ladder, and no one stops you if you're carrying a ladder. It's like wearing a high-vis jacket. Like, you're wearing a high-vis jacket and you're carrying a ladder. Oh, it's the maintenance guy. Yeah. Like, they just let you straight through anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing: you know that your comrades are somewhere in the keep, but it's like a big keep, and you have no idea where they are. So I think you're just like wandering down a corridor, like pondering how actually you're going to find everyone. Probably when, out of serendipity, everyone finishes their meeting with the captain of the guard, and they just walk out and see you. And of course, none of them recognize you, but you would recognize them.
I can use message, can't I?
Yep.
To alert one of them to my existence. So, who is probably the best person within our group?
That's entirely up to you.
Probably not Yolya.
Yeah, it's because Yolya's a prick.
Yolya is a prick, indeed.
Yolya would rat you out for fun.
It's not wrong.
So
I totally would, just because of what you did.
what, sneaking away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing: they probably like heard rumors about you attacking. Point.
Okay, so I'm just gonna message Sharkin. No?
Yeah, sure. What are you saying to him?
Hey mate, I just
Hey mate, can I help you?
I've been
Hello, mate.
Hey mate, you alright mate?
G'day, mate.
G'day mate.
Been a while mate.
Been a
Hello,
while.
Mucker.
Yeah.
You done, mate?
Can Nick be freaked out because of the voice he heard earlier and now there's a new voice talking to him?
Wait, does he sound the same or does he sound
I
different? Now
think
it's
he can
changed.
sound recognizable if he wants to. 'Cause It's
Okay.
just a voice in your head.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I'm
say that he
recognisable.
can.
I'm recognisable. Hey, I've been traveling around the city, getting away from all these bloody guards. Are you guys still under control by the state?
Oh wow, you've been gone a long time.
Literally
Whereabouts are
one
you?
day all this has happened in.
Whereabouts are you? There's a lot to catch up on.
So I don't currently look like my normal self. Look over here. I kind of like jiggle my head back and forth. No, to your left. To your yeah, that's me.
Wait, who? You? I wave at the
the
guy.
guy-
And he's like, what are you doing?
I'm the guy in the fancy robes.
Oh yeah, hi.
The half
Come
elf.
come on over if you
What
can.
he is. I don't think it'd be best for me to come on over just yet, but I'll be joining you guys shortly. But I will be following from a distance. Don't you worry. Just to let you know, everything's more or less okay, but not quite.
That's good. I'm glad you're still alive at least.
Thanks.
And now everyone else is confused because I'm just talking to myself from their point
Well, like,
of view.
You
think
can
it's the
reply
telepathy.
silently, I think, but like you just looked
Oh,
over,
okay.
like
But
I
I'm
don't
just
think you're a
waving
very
randomly.
solid person. Yeah, so like you just like waved at a bunch of random people and like you're
Am I,
grinning
paying
to yourself.
attention? Are we like all paying attention to this? Can we see this, or is he like?
I think
Yeah.
you would see Hiarkin being
I
weird.
think you just think
I
I've
just-
gone mad.
I just look at Hawkins like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Mind
Stab
letting
him in
the
the
others
eye.
know. Just
Stab
in
him in the
case.
eye quick, it's the only way.
Yeah.
I just
No,
I
quick,
just, I just like have this weird urge. I'm like, oh, no.
Okay. So now that the whole party is reunited,
more or less. Yeah.
you have an
Kind of.
objective in that you are going to investigate the Watchers Markets. It's 10 to 10, so like I've got to go see Scooby now. So I think we should call the session here, guys.
Alrighty.
Yep.
You played 20 questions with a monster from another reality. How does that make you feel?
Say that again. Sorry. What?
You played 20 questions with a monster from another
Technically,
reality.
it was only one question, but you know what?
Yeah, well, you gave up too early.
Gave up? No, not really. I
You-
got the
you quit the
information I
game.
needed. I got the information I needed. Here he was.
I don't have to stab your eye.
Who he was, and the fuck he's at, and the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. I
Sure,
mean, you-
there's some
Yeah.
other bits of information I didn't get, but I can work them out.
Okay.
Also, I told him information that isn't true. Only I believe it.
Okay, that is true. He's going to be trying to find a way to use it, by the
Against
way.
it, yeah, he's gonna be using it, and it's not gonna do anything.
There's
No
just
one's
like
gonna
loads of
believe it.
imps wandering around, like wearing sexy lingerie. And that.
I'm just gonna be like that dumb fuck.
Why isn't this working? And like the imps of all different descriptions, you know, like because he doesn't know exactly, you know, like what sort of people Istus is into. He just knows imp. That's just a race.
So it's just
So
a
you know,
load of
you got
imps.
fat imps, you got skinny imps, you got boy imps, you got lady imps.
I'm gonna get a call for this to say, "What the fuck did you say?"
Why is
I'd
every
be like,
eyeball dressed as an imp?
it's like, I told some guy we're meant to be the evil dude that fucked imps. And that would be my response. I'd just be like, right. I'm gonna be pleased,
Okay.
but
I'm gonna call it for the night, guys. Good game.
Good game.
All right, I'll see you guys all later.
Yeah.
I'll send Matt a message just saying what's been going on while he's been out.
So you gotta tell him that the person is called Ass Lover and not the actual
Okay.
name.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell him that. He'll
Oh,
have to watch
come
the
on.
VOD,
Oh, okay, yeah. he
which
probably-
means Rob will have to upload the VOD now.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'll see you guys later because I gotta get going.
All right.
See you later.
All right.
See you.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye.
Right, see ya.